10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi.
I had to go see a man about a meal.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose.
Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's going on, good people? What's going on?
What's happening? I still say that's the dopest intro ever.
I think it's awesome. Shout out to the EP for putting that intro together. It's great.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. What's going on, Obadiah? I see you checking in TCC with your undefeated regular season. Congrats.
And that Obadiah surprised everybody that weekend. So, winning the pickle. Well, I tell you.
Good job, Obadiah. Good job. What's good, J-Bo? How are you? Back to back. That's right. Back to back regular season. So now y'all, and now it's time to go 15-0. What's going on, O'Neal? How are you? He said, "What's up, y'all? I'm sorry I missed Friday. I took medicine for my collarbone and went to sleep." Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better. Go see the doctor about that. I see Marquise. Welcome. We were worried about you. We prayed for you. Glad you're able to join us tonight too. J-Bo said he's still recovering from the Fountain City Classic. Me too, J-Bo. Me too. Man, let me tell you something. I had a fantastic time despite the nonsensical way the Wildcats went in there and lost. But I'm not fixing to get mad about it. I'm not going to talk about it. We're going to move on. But I had a great time in the Fountain City, and I hope you had a good time too, J-Bo. What's going on, Marco? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Obadiah said, baby, they're waiting on the third round. Who waiting on the third round, Obadiah? Y'all waiting on it or everybody? I think everybody is. Because if both of y'all win out, I do plan to make it down to the Rose City.
So I don't know for that. Well, I know that second round matchup gonna be something for Hughes and Rome. That's gonna be a good game right there.
It sure is. So y'all might get Rome. You never know.
Yeah, they might be traveling up to Rome. You never know.
That's right, because they're both number one seeds, huh?
Yep, that coin flip. Well, that's gonna be major right there.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Marquis said, "Thank you. My grandma had surgery this morning, so I was seeing about her. Her surgery was a success. Thank God." Yes, thank God. Thank God grandma is okay and her surgery was successful. And God bless you for taking care of your grandma. I know about that all too well. God bless caregivers.
Mm-hmm.
Antoine, they'll flip the coin probably the second round for the third round. No, they do the week.
No, that Monday. They'll flip it probably that Monday. Going into Thanksgiving.
Okay, what's going on, Antoine? How are you? New Hampstead in the building.
He gave us the waving emoji. New Hampstead, man, terrible because I had to work all weekend.
Oh.
But other than that, though, overall, it was a good weekend outside of having to work. Did get to enjoy the pregame festivities at the Falcon game because I was at the Omni Hotel working, so I was able to step out and run over to the stadium real fast, enjoy some festivities over there.
Yeah, my last tailgating out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and got to see my Saints win on Friday night. My Bulldogs won on Saturday, and them Falcons should have pulled it out on Sunday, but we got to talk to Arthur. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to Arthur Smith about giving up play calling.
I think so. Yo don't think so.
What is about them clips from Tide, Roll Tide. It's good.
I can't hear you, Mo. What'd you say?
That's what y'all think about the Roll Tide. It's just
I heard something about Roll Tide. Exactly what would you like to say? Congratulations for beating LSU.
Oh, they still got a football team down there?
Yeah, they played LSU.
I'm just messing with Mo.
I mean, all I heard was Roll Tide. I couldn't hear nothing else Mo said. I heard Roll Tide though.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what you said. I don't think.
Didn't you say it wasn't a play calling with the
no
Falcons?
No, it wasn't a play calling.
Huh?
It wasn't a play calling.
What you gonna call it then? The execution? Because you get inside the 5-yard line and you have to kick field goals. We got a problem.
Execution.
That what you gonna go with? Okay.
Execution.
All right, I'll give you that one for now.
We'll get Joe to be the tiebreaker. O'Neal says he went to the doctor. He lost control of his car the first week in October and just been recovered. Oh my goodness! I'm so glad.
Sorry to hear that, bro. I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here to tell the story. Wow. But I'm glad you're able to check in today. And we understand you could check in Friday night. I can't imagine having pain in your collarbone like that. God bless you.
That collarbone, but you don't realize how much you use something until you hurt it, don't you?
Yeah, that's rough. What's going on, George Lemons? I hope I said it right. What's going on, George? Brooks County checking in. Y'all got a really, really tough first round matchup this week. I'm kidding. Shout out to the Crawford County Eagles. Antoine, he agrees with Mike. He said, "Fire Arthur Smith."
Yeah, I'm talking to him.
It's Monday, so I'm gonna say forget. What's going on? Jamie Colquitt is in the building. Marco says drafting Bijan Robinson seems dumber by the day. Obadiah said, did he just say roll out? Who out the building? he said roll tide. Josh Mills, welcome, Josh. He said, who y'all got to win AA? We're gonna talk about that today. When we get into our brackets. Let's see. Roscoe says Falcons equals Tylenol plus Benadryl plus albuterol plus Tito. You are absolutely right. And so I said, cook out at Auntie house Saturday. Just no, not at my house. At Antonzio Odom house. You might see Auntie. What's going on, Auntie?
Auntie outside this weekend.
Auntie was outside last weekend. I'm be inside for the rest of the year. I'm just going to say hey to the peoples.
Hey, shout out the Line Sisters, man.
Oh, you telling me to shout out my Line Sisters?
No, I'm saying shout out to your Line Sisters, man.
Oh, okay. And shout out to Tick. You met Tick for the first time.
Definitely shout out my boy Tick, man. Good to meet you, bro. No, it won't be the last time.
Let's see. Obadiah said, don't give the Falcons too much. George said, don't let Paris hear you say that. I just said you had a tough matchup. I didn't say nothing bad about the Crawford County Eagles. Oh, my goodness, O'Neal now. Come on now.
Man,
you and my boy. What you doing?
I can't even highlight that comment.
You see what
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Don't let them words cross your lips.
Yo, did you read what O'Neal said?
My law. O'Neal, you just lost all respect, bro. All of it.
It's all right. It's all right.
Ain't nothing all right about that.
I love you still. O'Neal. You know, if I can love my crackhead family members, I can love you too. I ain't different.
Wow. Jay, why you put my business out there to everybody like that?
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Hit dog hollers. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. I'm Black Diamond Gemini, Burke County Bears, Saturday at Perry. That's gonna be a great game. Welcome to the top podcast, Black Diamond. Jamie says, "What do you think about Colquitt playing Parkview in the first round?"
It's gonna be a challenge. It's a good challenge for them.
I mean, like, yeah. What's going on, Perry? What's going on, Corey Daniels? Perry Panthers checking in. What's going on, Jabari? Hello, hello. How's it down there in Savannah?
Hey Corey, real quick, are you the Corey and Daddy? Let me know that.
Probably. Marquis said, Mike, you got a question. How many times did you have to take your blood pressure medicine on yesterday after watching them Falcons?
Man, look, I've been a Falcon fan all my life, so I'm used to it. So luckily, I only had to take it once, and that was in the morning to go ahead and get my body prepped and prepared for it. Now, what you didn't ask is how many drinks did I have during the game because of the performance. After every red zone possession they had, and they had to kick a field goal.
Unnecessary, man. I mean, Fort Valley State took an unnecessary loss to them Billy Goats on Saturday.
Oh my God.
The Falcons come and take an unnecessary loss. Unnecessary loss to me is when the team is not better than you. You show on the field they're not better than you, but you still find a way to lose the game. That's unnecessary as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
totally agree.
Obadiah, you're right. He says, I heard you can never go wrong with a Delta. Tell your friends to tell a friend is absolutely
Obadiah. All I can say is, my Lord.
At my brother cousin hung out with me at the Fountain City Classic this weekend, and he met some of my sorority sisters.
My Lord. That's all I can say.
He had a great time. That's all I'm gonna say. Tick said it was good meeting you, yo. Marco said, did you see that catch Amir Jackson for Portal was credited with versus my Jenkins County War Eagles?
No. If there's a video, give us the link, please.
Yeah, send us the link so we can look over it. I'm gonna stop right here. What's going on, Dro? How are you? Okay.
Okay, there it is. Hey, what's going on, Jay? What's going on?
How you doing?
What's good, people?
I'm gonna ask you,
what's going on, y'all?
I'm gonna ask you, Dro.
Let me see. Yo, Mike, Mo, what's going on, Jay? Y'all all right?
We
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I just wanted to ask you, you be a tiebreaker. With regard to the Falcons, Mike says that Arthur Smith needs to give up play calling. Yo says it's not the play calling, it's the execution. What do you think?
I just think that Arthur Blank just need to go ahead and break it down. Arthur Smith, you gave it a try, but he got to go. You got to go. I'm sorry. Listen, you lose a game like that yesterday. How can you justify keeping your job? Crickets. You can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of the Falcons taking us through what they take us through.
And it wasn't just yesterday, bro. This was the Achilles heel last year. They lost like 7 or 8 games in last come from behind fashions and within one score. Like they was 0-8 or something in games decided less than one score. Like you got to find a way to win.
Bro, that's horrible. It makes it so bad, man. They had the lead late in the game. Yep. The defense just could not hold.
They're not the all damn game.
Defense, yeah, and that was I was about to say. Defense on the field too much.
Man, let me tell you. I said yesterday I'm done. I mean, I'm gonna still watch them this year, but any hopes for any type of playoff success this year went out the door yesterday. I'm sick
You're
and tired of the Falcons doing this to us, man.
It's still
you're
early, bro.
emotionally
It's still early.
divested. He says he's
Emotion.
emotionally divested. I get it.
I mean, it's still early.
I mean,
O'Neal, what you
they got to have somebody. Listen, Arthur Smith, he got plenty of money. You know what I'm saying? Just take a year or two off, come back as a coordinator or something. But he's not the right man to lead this franchise. I'm sorry, he just not. I hate that. I still go back, and I know people getting tired of me saying it. They did Mike Smith wrong. First of all, then you let Kyle Shanahan lead. Explain that to me.
You weren't gonna stop that one. He was gone. He was out. That's all. That's the only reason why he came here was to get that head coaching job.
But I don't know what Arthur Blank was thinking. Like, I would have chosen Kyle Shanahan over Dan Quinn. That's just my personal opinion about.
Well, I think at the time though, when Dan Quinn first got here, Kyle Shanahan was the OC in Washington, if I ain't mistaken, right?
But wasn't he the OC? Okay, what year was that when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl?
18.
2017.
I think Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator.
No, then he was he was our coordinator for us then. But what I'm saying is, prior to him coming here, he was at Washington. If I'm not mistaken.
What I'm saying is, you tell Shanahan don't take that 49er job. You in line to be the head coach here.
That's what I'm. That's it. Right there. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm with you on that. That's what I was going to get to. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Right there. Yo, hit it right on the head. You see how the Falcons got me messed up this evening?
It's all right.
That's crazy.
Well, let's read some more of these comments. O'Neal, don't laugh, baby. You lucky you still on here because you a Saints fan. Don't laugh too hard. Hey, Paris, how you doing? Roscoe said,
his ears was burning.
No, it was good to see you Saturday, Paris. Really good.
Yeah, it was, Paris. Good to see you.
Roscoe says, I saw Paris share a video of Paris' sophomore running back. I like that kid.
That kid right there, his dad, who I just asked about, is on the podcast. When I tell you, the kid kind of put me in remembrance of, I don't know if you all are not familiar with Peach County running back back in the mid 2000s by the name of Travis Richmond.
Number 4.
Boy, the Corian Daniels is definitely Travis Richmond in the remake down there in Perry, Georgia as a sophomore. The kid is very special. You see him run. He's great.
I think we got some R2D2 going on right quick. But
let me read
yo, get that straightened out. Let me say this. I'm getting sick and tired of Perry on the rise and Peach kind of, at a stalemate right now. I'm sick of it. They houstonizing us over here, and I hate it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that little bit in there. But I mean, it's talent over there in Perry, no doubt about it, and they got a good coach over there too. So they will be successful.
They surely will. I know. Tick says I'm the number 1 Falcon hater. Rise up for what? You a Cal Sissy fan.
Said the Cowboy fan who couldn't pull it out yesterday also.
The Cal Sissy fan. They couldn't pull it out. But
couldn't pull it out.
Listen, they didn't play bad. And that had a pretty decent game. But
yeah, I started to relate myself to you when I saw that you congratulate the Cowboys and say they didn't play bad. I started this on you, baby.
I was just telling the truth. I'm a truth teller and nothing else. I lie for you before I lie to you. Because I love you like that. You know what I'm saying? Here come this nut. I ain't gonna even read that mess.
Yeah, no.
Paris said Jessica used heated Saturday. Jawan was sick with me and my dad. We saw you going off. Fort Valley offense disappointed me. Yes, it disappointed me as well. Yeah, I was a little upset Saturday.
See,
They heard
and
me too.
y'all thought we were lying. See, we got another witness.
Mm. Mm.
I just wanted my boys to play better. Like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, I'm telling you this, they better hit the portal, or some coaches need to hit the door.
Mm.
Okay. How you doing, Mr. Robert? Marquis said, I thank y'all for the prayers for real, of course, and we pray that she continues to get better.
Definitely.
Let's see. Obadiah says y'all don't have to say the teams. Just give me a number of how many number one teams will be upset this week. What do y'all think, guys?
Wow, that's a good question.
Me personally, Obadiah, I hadn't went through my brackets yet. I do have 2 possible number one upset in 3A right now. I haven't went through the remainder of my bracket.
Mike,
You got a number one team in 3A getting upset this weekend.
I got 2. I got 2.
No, and I see who they are already. Okay. Okay.
Is one of them playing Hebrew Christian? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I see one possible upset in 7A this weekend on the number one team. It could be one in, let me see, D2. It could be one. Actually, there will be an upset in D1, and that's going to be against Sly County. I'm picking Sly County right now, right off the rip, because they're going to lose to the bye. All right, but now 2 down there. Let me see. I'm going through D1 right now. I'm looking at D1 bracket right now. That Trion St. Francis game is going to be good. I think that's going to end up being a good game. I wouldn't be surprised. Whitefield Academy should get upset by Darlington. And yeah, that's it there. Let's see, 2A. I'm gonna give you a good 4 ups. I'm gonna give you a good 4 upsets. Number one seed going down this weekend.
In 2A?
No, overall.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, overall.
I'm gonna do 3A then. How about that?
Okay.
You ready for 3A, bro?
Yeah.
Top right of the 3A bracket, bottom quadrant there. If you look at that Monroe Tornadoes out of Albany
and that Morgan
County,
yeah,
that's gonna be an upset. Monroe will win that game.
That could go either way.
Okay.
That game can go either way. Well, why you say Monroe will beat Morgan County?
Morgan County
overachieved this year.
Yeah, the region is just not there. You know what I mean? The last 2 years they've been kind of handling that region because a couple of years back Thompson was in that region and pretty much controlled it. Thompson moved out. They were always a 2nd or 3rd seed Morgan County. Now they just, take over the region because it's not there. Haven't been tested. You talk about Monroe playing the likes of your Thomasville, your Carver Columbus, your Chris counties, and winning Doherty's and winning those games. Not all of them, but winning to be a 4th seed into that playoff because of a shakeup at the end of the thing. Because Monroe could have easily been a 2 or 3 seed. So yeah, I just think Monroe would be too much for him. Quarterback is a pretty good athlete. The team kind of go as he goes. So I think Monroe pulled that off.
I mean, it's just hard for me to see Monroe running away with a double. Give me a spread. How bad would it be?
Close game now. Close game. I'm thinking somewhere around the range of a 28-24 game. More Monroe.
Okay. Let me look at something right quick. It don't look like Morgan working with too much. I mean, they got a senior running back who went off almost over 1,000 yards. Not quite. Look like they may rotate at quarterback. That's what it looks like. So yeah. Now that I'm looking at some numbers, because numbers don't lie.
Numbers do not lie.
They don't lie. So now that I'm looking at these stats, now they have, 10 games, and that's all you put up. Never mind. I think I might have to roll with you on that one.
Thank you.
I tried to stick up for Morgan, but I look like I'm going to roll with you on that one. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mike and Dro, good point, J-Bo. Shout out J-Bo, man. Anytime I'm in your city, man, J-Bo always make me feel like I'm home. Appreciate all the love, J-Bo. J-Bo said Monroe relies heavily on their quarterback. He's a great athlete. So, again, I just don't think Monroe going to have the athletes to kind of keep up with that kid. So,
well, let me look up their stats right quick. Give me 1 second. Let me see what Monroe talking about, because I wasn't impressed with what I just saw from Morgan County. So let me see what Monroe talking about, because y'all know I love numbers. Numbers tell me everything. That's how I put the Lego set together a few years ago, and I was right.
mm-hmm.
So let me look at Monroe's stats.
Drew,
Yeah.
while you're doing that, we're gonna take a little commercial break, and then we're gonna bring in the person from
Okay.
Qantas.
Okay.
All right.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Yeah. Chicken in one time for your mind. Stay tuned for your Friday Night Lights every Monday and Wednesday night.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
What's going on, Patrick Bird?
How's it going, y'all? Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Welcome, Mr. Bird.
Welcome, Mr. Bird. Podcast land. We have with us Mr. Patrick Bird. He is with the Aquinas football team, and he's here to chop it up with us and discuss some high school football. So, if you all are ready, let's get started. I was kicked off a few minutes ago. My computer decided to update in the middle of the podcast, so I lost some comments, but I'm gonna try to read what I have and kind of get caught up, and then we can kind of start talking about what are we doing tonight. Are we doing a recap, the top 10 in the bracket? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, Montego says the fair, huh?
We got someone on right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got Mr. Bird on from Aquinas.
Yes, and he's here to talk with us about Aquinas football and just football, high school football in general, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. As we go through, we're going to get his opinion on things, and he can kind of talk with the podcast, right? Okay.
That sounds good. I didn't think Mr. Bird would be giving us such an interview. I thought you would be interacting with us tonight as we carry on throughout our show, if that's okay with you, Mr. Bird.
Oh, absolutely. I'm down for Georgia high school football. I follow it year round. Definitely ready for playoff time.
Definitely.
Right. So we want to talk with you, but let me get these out of the way real quick, and then we can kind of break stuff down. Montegas, welcome to the podcast. He said the Falcons ain't trying. I'm not saying that no more. The Falcons aren't trying to win. They're only worried about beating New Orleans. I think it's a little bit more than that. Antoine says Perry's running back is the truth. Tick says tearing the church down to build a stadium. Y'all are doomed. Well, I can't
argue with that one.
Well, I disagree because I have to ask, what was the problem before we tore the church down? Like, I mean, people love using that analogy or tearing that church down, but this has been the Falcons their entire franchise. So before we tore the church down, so Tick, I can't ride with you on that one.
But I mean, the whole cemetery stuff, it just don't sit right. Arthur Blank doesn't care about the Falcons. He's all for the soccer team. Listen, I don't know how many of you have ever gone on an actual tour of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but I did, and I saw the Falcons locker room and I saw the Atlanta United locker room. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The Atlanta United locker room is amazing. And I guess winners deserve nice things. Marquis says he remembers Travis Richmond. He most definitely was a real deal. He surely was. Let's see. Aquinas is in the building. What's going on, Montreal? Marco said that pass interference at the end of the game was horrible and the Cowboys should have beat the Philadelphia Eagles, but they didn't.
But they did not.
Figure it out when they get to Dallas. What's going on, Jeremy Jones? How you doing, Gregory Grant? My day is going great, Jeremy. Thanks for asking. Let's see. Parents, be quiet. I was just very passionate. How you doing, Danny? What's going on, Mr. Watkins? Montiga says, okay, this is an interesting take. He says he can see Washington Wilkes beating the number 1 seed Johnson County in Class A D2. What do y'all say?
If y'all don't mind, because isn't Aquinas in D2?
I was gonna ask.
So what do you think about that analogy that our listener just made?
I honestly agree with them. Johnson County is definitely a good football team. They've got a lot of talent on their team. Their offense is probably the strong point of their team, but I would just be completely honest. I honestly think that Region 5, the region that Johnson County is in, I think may be the weakest region in D2. I mean, your number 1 seed is Johnson. Your number 1 seed is Johnson County. They're a talented team. But then your 3 seed is Hancock Central. Your 4 seed is Glasscock County. And your 2 seed is Wilkinson County. So I honestly think if you told me right now I had to pick winners, I don't think Region 5 wins a playoff game. I think Washington Wilkes actually does upset Johnson County. I think Aquinas beats Glasscock County. I think Greene County is going to roll over Hancock Central, and I think Lincoln County is going to beat Wilkinson County as well.
Okay, good stuff. I agree.
Hancock Central only beat Glasscock 14-7, and then Glasscock's playing Aquinas. Well, Glasscock played Warren County earlier in the year and lost like 42-25, some score like that. Well, Aquinas just rolled over Warren County 45-8 last Friday.
Wow.
Good
stuff on D2.
The fact that Glasscock County makes the playoffs is amazing to me.
I actually spoke with someone, an official representative from the school. This is the first time in their school's history that Glasscock County has made the state playoffs for football. So rumor, it's one of the smallest counties in the state of Georgia, and rumor is Gibson, Georgia, more than half the town is going to be coming to that game, and it's really not that far a drive for them. It's only like 45 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, that's a big accomplishment for them because they haven't had success there. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
They're terrible.
They may have had 1 or 2 winning season teams in the past 20 years.
Right. I thought it was something like that because they just say, we're not trying to offend anybody, but we do heat checks on the show, and when you say Glasscock County, it doesn't move the needle at all.
That needle didn't budge, it didn't jerk, it didn't do anything.
So
I mean, absolutely. I honestly give credit to Glasscock. I said they kept winning, they stuck with it, they won some games this year. They probably were slated to lose, and they fought all the way out, and they earned. You know what? no matter what region you're in or what classification you're in, you make the state playoffs, you're one of the best 32 teams in the state of Georgia. So I give them credit.
Yeah, and I want to congratulate them. I mean, given their history, they deserve congratulations. You know, because
Absolutely.
they haven't. Go ahead, yo.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just saying they'll come in, they'll say, hey to everybody, we made the playoffs, and then they'll start worried about basketball and baseball.
Yeah, but you know.
But hey, but like I said, though, we at Aquinas, we take every team as serious as it. Like just like when we play Lincoln County, when we play Greene County, we're not going to treat Glasscock County any less than what we took when we took on Greene County when they were 8-0. So as us at this point, like I said, no matter what region or classification, everybody is 0-0 at this point. Nobody's undefeated. It's all 0-0. So we're going to treat them as if we're playing the number one team in the state. Or if we're against Fly County.
I want to ask you about Greene County. Can you fill us in more about Greene County? Because, you know, they've been one of the hot teams this season. What's your take about them?
I honestly think, Greene County was a very, very tough game for Aquinas. Their defense is unreal. They've got some of the best, fastest defensive players I've seen. That nose guard, the one who's only a junior, he's about 6'4", 310 pounds. I think his last name is Wynn. He was a beast up front. We just had the right system. And I honestly think, and it's nothing against Greene County, but our players had this fire in their eyes that night that they were not going to be denied. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. And we ran the right plays at the right time. Our receivers just weren't going to be stopped all night.
Okay.
But it went in there. I mean, regardless, it was a tough game. I think Green's going to make a pretty good run. Honestly, when it comes to, I know we're talking about round one, but honestly, when it comes to D2 or Class A D2, I think round two is going to tell a lot of differences because, I mean, right here, if Aquinas beats Glasscock, they'll more than likely play Macon County in round two, and both Aquinas and Macon County are ranked in the top 10. Mm-hmm. And then you got Greene County, who's probably going to roll over Hancock Central. They'll end up playing Bowden in round two. So you're going to have Greene County versus Bowden. And then Schley County gets a bye through the first round because I think Region 7 only sends 3 teams to the playoffs, which is Bowden, Christian Heritage, and I think it's Mount Zion, Carroll. So then you're going to have, you know, Lincoln County and its rich history going up against Schley County. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be round 2 is where it's going to get really interesting.
Yeah. Scott has a question. He said, welcome, Scott. I don't know if I told you welcome. He said, did Morgan lose to Greene County?
No, Greene County beat Morgan County.
Yeah,
Greene County beat Morgan County. I think it was like 24-14. And
yeah,
that's also what's kind of crazy about all that is Aquinas was the region champ, but Aquinas beat Greene County beat Washington Wilkes, but Washington Wilkes beat Aquinas. Mm-hmm. So it was a whole cluster.
Yeah. But congratulations to Aquinas for winning the region. Obadiah says that Gainesville has only played possibly 3 good teams this year, and he's going to stand on that.
I think that's 6A region of Obadiah. I mean, Gainesville is a pretty tough team, regardless of what you think they've played. Yeah, you just don't want to see them. I'll tell you that.
Let's see. What's going on, Montreal? He says Washington Wilkes over Johnson. He agrees with you, Montegas.
I think it's going to be a close game, but based on I think Washington Wilkes, yes, I think they're battle tested. Like I said, they've had to play Aquinas, they've had to play Greene County on the road, Lincoln County. No matter what they're on, they're always going to be tough. I think Wilkes is a battle tested team, and I think they may pull off that upset.
Now, Marco says Johnson County plays defense and Washington Wilkes does not.
I wouldn't say that. I think Wilkes has got talented players on their defense. Is it a Greene County type defense? No, but I think they're talented enough on defense to make a couple of stops, and their offense is where their playmakers are. Meach is one sneaky quarterback. He'll send me when he mainly throws it, but when he gets to running, he's a lot faster than people give him credit for. When they do that RPO offense and he pulls it and goes straight in the middle, he's got some speed to him.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Danny, that's what we were talking about with regard to upsets in the first round. We just got through talking about that. What's going on? Gregory wants to know will the Yellow Jackets make it to the state? We'll do the brackets in a few minutes and you'll find out. Let's see. Kevin says Big Crisp is in the building. Welcome, Kevin. What's going on? Antoine Hill, Hoko Bears in the building. Herbie Scroggins, welcome. He says Fly Eagles Fly. What's going on, Mr. Robert? Tracy says upset. Parkview over Colquitt County in the first round. What y'all think about that?
That's bold.
No, it's possible. It's possible.
That's bold.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Is it in Moultrie?
It's in Moultrie.
No, it's not gonna happen. Not down there. Sorry.
Yeah, that's bold.
I'm agreeing with y'all. I think it's pretty bold. I mean, Parkview's got a rich history of football. They've definitely got some athletes, but I mean, that Colquitt County, nah. I got the Packers. I got the Packers in this one. I think it may be close through the first three quarters, maybe, but I think Colquitt pulls away in the end. Just too much talent.
Definitely.
What's going on, Deshaun? He says he's ready for some high school football, win, or go shoot basketball.
There you go, Deshaun.
That's right. What's going on, Mike D? Northside here, still here to listen in. Johnson County defense is their strength, not the offense. Obadiah says, now that we're in the playoffs, I can honestly say some people are sleeping on Hoko.
Well, they better wake up.
Yeah.
Well, let me put it this way. Hoko played Thomas County Central recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And they lost. And then they played Lee County too, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They played Lee County before they played Hoko.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
They did.
And I think that's why some people may have reservations about Hoko. As good as they are, when they run into certain teams, I think that's where the hang-up may be coming from. What do y'all think?
Well, the thing is, here's the thing. Region 1 6A, again, that's the toughest region in Georgia high school football in any classification. You know, to lose to the 1 seed and the 2 seed in that region and go in as a 3rd seed, I mean, Hoko can probably be in any other any other region in 6A and possibly be region champs. So it's hard to judge them off of their 2 losses on the season to Lee County and Thomas County Central, who can arguably be playing for the state championship this year. So I wouldn't look at those games at Hoko and sleep on them and say, you know, when you played this Lee County and when you played Thomas County Central this, because, again, they're playing in the toughest region and they just happen to get beat by 2 better teams in that region.
But see what you just said? Better levels. You see what I'm saying?
That's the point that I'm saying, Dro. It's like this, though. If Hoko was in, let's say, the Gainesville region, do they come in as a 3rd seed?
Maybe
the Roswell
not.
region.
They beat Gainesville.
That it's either or for the region championship. When you talk about Roswell, it's either or for the region championship.
But they win. That's what I'm saying.
Possibly. I mean, let's look at the game last year, Hoko and Gainesville in the quarterfinals. I mean, that game, I think Gainesville pulled it off by 2 scores at the end of the game, but that game was back and forth all game.
Okay, let me just put it this way. Hoko versus Hughes. Langston Hughes.
Well, I still stand on Langston Hughes being the best team in 6A, regardless of the 2 unexpected losses that they took this year. So I think Langston Hughes beat any team in 6A. But again, the Lee County Hoko game could have went any way. You know, that game came down to the wire. 1-score victory for Lee County. Just like the Lee County Thomas County Central game. It could have went either way. 1-score victory for Thomas County Central. Like, that region is tough, bruh. All 3 of those teams, if those games are played 5 times, I can't say Lee County and Thomas County Central beat Hoko all 5.
Well, I mean, I'm not disputing the fact of how tough the region is because I totally agree with you there. That is probably hands down the toughest region in all classifications. I get that part. I'm only speaking on levels, certain programs that Hoko can hang with, but possibly in the end, people may say, I think Hoko will play them good, but they just won't get past the hump. You see my point? I think that's what's hanging a lot of people up.
They rarely ever win the big game, is what you're saying.
Well, that is the point that I'm trying to make about last year's team that went in as a 4th seed. They went in as a 4th seed last year and was a quarterfinal exit. Like, they beat 1 seeds and 2 seeds last year to face Gainesville and took Gainesville, who was another 1 seed, again to the wire. So I wouldn't count Hoko out on the playoffs just because you're looking at what they did in the region. When you look at their schedule, they played Perry, beat Perry, who's a tough team, and go throughout the season winning until they reach the 2 juggernauts in their region. But they just as good as either one of those juggernauts. Let's not forget the game with Thomas County Central. I still stand on this. Was not the score didn't show what that game was. I mean, you're talking about a 7-0 or 13-0 going into the 4th quarter or something. Yeah, we know Thomas County Central put up 14 points to make it a 27-0 victory. But that game was a lot tougher and a lot closer than what it showed by that final score.
You're right. It was. Thomas County Central pulled away in the 4th quarter. It was let's put it away. As much hype that the Hoko offense received all season because they deserve it. The offense is high octane. It was actually Hoko's defense that played well most of that game against Thomas County Central. So, yeah, I get where you're coming from. I'm only saying that may be the hang-up with a lot of people. I'm not sleeping on Hoko. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I wish him much success. But a lot of people are sleeping on them because, like Jess mentioned, some people feel like Hoko just can't win, the big games against certain teams.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your take on that?
Honestly, when it comes to Georgia State playoffs, I'll tell you, there's one team a couple years ago that threw out everything I ever thought I knew about high school sports, and that was Bainbridge back in the season of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Well, made it all the way to week 9. They were 3-5. Mm-hmm. They had to win the last 2 games of the regular season just to make the playoffs. They ended up doing that, and then somehow, some way, as the 4 seed in their region, beat number 1 seed Jones County, then beat number 2 seed Wayne County, then upset Buford on the road, who was a number 1 seed, then upset Stockbridge. And then went to the state championship against Warner Robins. Mind you, a team that they lost to earlier in the year, 38-0, went into triple overtime and beat them in Mercedes-Benz. They literally won 7 games in a row, being 3-5, and won the whole state title. I mean, if there's a team out there that just gets hot at the right moment, I mean, you can't count anybody out. Like I mean, at that point, any one of y'all, if y'all had seen that Bainbridge was 3-5 with 2 games left to go, would y'all thought they were going to win the state title?
Definitely not. And that road, and the road going to the. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying, they did it the hard way. I mean, Jones County, Buford, Stockbridge, Warner Robins. I mean, that's a who's who of high school football. I mean, they went through hell, fire, and brimstone and won the whole thing.
That's the point I was just about to say. Looking at that regular season and them going 5-5 and making it as a 4 seed, but then the gauntlet of a schedule they had in that playoffs. I mean, you never would have thought, okay, yeah, you won your last 2 and you made the playoff as a 4 seed, but yeah, your first round exit, that's what everybody thinking. And then as you look at the gauntlet, you got by Jones, but you're going to lose your second game. You're going to lose to Buford. You're going to lose to Stockbridge, and they just kept winning. So
yep.
I agree with that. Any team can get high.
I don't think they wore their home uniforms the whole thing. They were always the lower seed. I think they had to wear the white uniforms every single game.
Yep.
Wow. I'm going to skip down these comments because I see a question from Morris Shields. He wants to ask Mr. Bird a question. He wants to know if you have any insights on any of the other teams out of the Augusta area that made the playoffs.
I think there's a couple of area teams that made the playoffs. I know Laney High School. I think they're Double A, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Mr. Bird, Mr. Bird, Mr. Bird, let me just interrupt you for 1 second. You just mentioned Lucy Laney. You better come with some kind of correct facts on this right here.
Oh, I'm telling you, Lucy Laney, they're going to be a 2 seed. Their region, they got some fire on their team for sure. CJ Holmes, that receiver of theirs, honestly might be one of the best players in Double A.
Okay.
I love Lucy Laney. I love their rich history, honestly. Down there on
What?
the Boulevard, absolutely.
Rich history.
Okay, I was gonna say, Mr. Bird.
I know he didn't just say rich history at Lucy Lane.
Oh,
unless he talking about historical facts, that are not related to football. Huh?
Mr. Bird, Lucy Laney triggers Dro. That's all.
I mean, what else do they have besides the wide receiver?
That quarterback's actually not pretty bad, not bad. Plus, they got some size on there too. They've beaten some people this year. They probably shouldn't have, but they just keep on going. Laney's one of those teams. I love watching Laney play. I've been a Laney fan since I was back in high school when they had Eric Parker as the head coach. I remember the team they had back in 2004. Let's see. Let's see if I remember this off the top of my head. Curtis Sapp playing wide receiver. Robert Dunn as DB and wide receiver. Wayne Canny, who transferred over from Silver Bluff in the last couple of games of the season. And Dominique Walker playing QB as well. Absolutely. They were one of the better teams to ever come out of the Augusta area. And there was a big old lineman too. Corby Irvin played for the Bulldogs and also went on the NFL.
Okay. Let's see. Let me go back up and read some of these other comments. What's going on? Alex? You better hope I don't block you. Y'all still Billy Goats. This is y'all beat my Wildcats with the Billy.
But also going back to a couple of the other Augusta area teams, a lot of people around here consider Thompson, even though it's its own city. A lot of people consider Thompson the Augusta area is called the CSRA, the Savannah Riverside area. Thompson, I think they're going to go at least the Final Four, if not the state championship in Double A. They definitely got some talent on there, and I think in the Augusta area, there's one other team in Columbia County, Evans, but Evans is going to get knocked out in the first round. They're not really Augusta area teams that made it besides those two.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry if I interrupted you. I think I zoned out because I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry. Let's see. What's going on, Mr. Gaines? How are you? Wody, welcome back. We haven't seen you in a little bit. He says Hoko is equivalent to Tennessee. Wow, that's
funny. That's not a compliment.
That's an interesting comparison. Let's see. What's going on, Mr. Williams? Good evening, Raditsky. Let's see. Raditsky says Jenkins County is 9-1 and they'll be playing at home.
I can't move on just yet. I got one more question. Please expound on the rich history of Lane, because I'm talking about their football history. Laney has always been a staple of the Augusta area when it comes to having a good football team, sending a lot of athletes to college. Also, honestly, if you really ask me, one of the best Augusta area rivalry is, I'm always gonna say Laney versus Josie. Now, Josie, I know Josie used to be good back in the day. I do remember that.
They were good in the mid '90s. I think they won it all in 1997. Went undefeated, 15-0, won the state title.
Right.
Off of who's back?
Peach County, yeah, they got a win over Peach County twice in the back-to-back years, I think it was. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, now, granted, I see where Laney, especially like in the early 2000s, They had some really good seasons. You know what I mean? They have what 4-6 region championships, total in the history of the program. They haven't had a state title since 1966. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying they don't produce, good athletes or anything like that. But we had someone come on the show and argue with us about Laney football. So if y'all want to know why it triggers me, that's why. And he couldn't tell us anything about Laney football because go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think what Mr. Bird is saying is, as far as Augusta teams go, Laney is one of the strongest ones coming out of Augusta. Does that
Oh, absolutely.
Aquinas has, if somebody said Aquinas and Laney to me, right? I'm going, oh, okay, yeah, Aquinas. That'll be, oh, yeah, Aquinas. You see what I'm saying?
But Aquinas really just came on the scene like that to be talked about. You can't talk about it here.
But for some reason,
I'll say that for sure. Aquinas until probably the late 2000s was always kind of everybody's stepping stone.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, Aquinas used to be, because that's back when I used to play, we used to be everybody's homecoming. Anytime they saw Aquinas on the schedule, they say, oh, let's schedule them for homecoming. Well, then, honestly, and this is how powerful coaches, a lot of people really don't think having the right coach will really turn a program around. Absolutely not. Having the right man, you have to have the right captain at the ship. And in 2009, that's when they hired Matt Lazat, who was a heck of a coach at that time. He was at Aquinas all the way till 2013, really started driving the program the right way with, the weight, getting the weight room turned around, workouts, how they ran the football program as a whole. But then he got the right job opportunity and left. Well, that's when they hired their current head coach, James Leonard. In his first year, he took the team, took them all the way 14-0, first ever region championship, and first ever state title. And he's been at the helm ever since. And I don't think they've had a losing season. If they've had one, it was like a 6-5 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since then, Aquinas has always been, it's not going to be an easy game, regardless where you play.
But see, that's the thing. That's why Aquinas sticks out, more so to me than Laney does, because I remember when, they had those good football teams. They had a good stretch there. And we're only talking about 10 years ago when they won state. You see, they beat Calvary Day for the state championship, right? So
they won 27-7. That's when the Georgia Dome was still around.
Right. And so I remember back then they used to play all the games on GPB, or you could just go there and watch. And Aquinas was one of those teams. You're talking about 3 years in a row. Aquinas was, they were pretty good. I didn't hear much about Laney back then. You see what I'm saying?
Every team's going to have a stretch where they don't do so well. But I think that was also shortly after Eric Parker left. And Eric Parker ended up going to Burke County.
He ended up going where?
Burke County.
Oh, okay.
And when Parker got to Burke County, he led them to a state title. I believe, was it 2012 that Burke County won it all?
Against Peach County.
That was 2011.
Yep. That was it. That was when Eric Parker was
there.
Hey,
Mr. Bird, you're going to have to stop bringing up historical facts, man. You don't called up too many times that people have won championships off the back of my Peach County Trojans, man.
Yeah, that's a little painful over here now.
We got some touchy subjects there.
I'm just waiting for him to pull out one name out of his hat. That's all I'm waiting on.
Oh.
Hey, y'all probably know I wasn't gonna say that.
It's 8:00, guys. So can we?
Yeah, we got to hit these brackets.
Can we hit to the? You want to do the top 10? You want to go ahead and hit the brackets?
Yep, I'm looking at the comments now with a quarterback named Gator. Yep, I remember that. I'm number 5.
Yep.
Well, the Wizard walked in and walked out. I don't know where he went to.
Kelly, what's going on? Obadiah said Pedro gonna say it from his chest on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Saturday.
I mean, I'm just saying every time, like, listen, and if you a Laney fan, I'm sorry. I'm not putting y'all down or anything like that. I'm just saying, if somebody were to say to me, Aquinas or Laney, I'm gonna recognize Aquinas first. That's all I'm saying.
Listen here. Let me see here. Marquise and Tony. If you don't want to get blocked, y'all gonna hush and back up off these Trojans now. Be quiet. We remember. Y'all hush.
All right, let's get to it.
All right.
Yeah, the Wizard came in and left, so I'm just gonna do it for him. It's a recap anyway.
See, his pay is getting docked. It's getting docked. Let him know that.
Will do. All right, he did pretty good in D2. He went 8-1 on the week on D2. Had acquaintance winning for 35-10 over Warren County, but they actually pulled it out to 45-8. So I was pretty close on that, or he was pretty close on that score. Let me see. No upset. Yeah. Jenkins losing to Porter. So I think we all know about that one and how that one ended up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where we at? D1. He went 5-1 overall in D1. If it weren't for Swainsboro, he would have went 6-0.
Let's stop right there right quick. What in the world happened with Swainsboro against Dublin? What happened?
I got my take on it because y'all know I'm a big Swainsboro fan. I think they win D1 this year. I don't know. I think Swainsboro.
I think they make it back. I don't know if they win it. I just think that Prince Avenue offense is just that Prince Avenue passing attack is just next level.
Mr. Bird, I'm gonna say 2 words to you. DeMello Jones. That's all I got to say.
But what happened? Where was he against Dublin, man?
I mean, just like I was saying about Stevens County and teams like that, I think a lot of them guys really was just resting players and just looking at weaving the playoff. We'll just see what happened from here type thing. Ain't no way you're going to tell me a team like Dublin can put up 41 points on a Swainsboro team and beat them.
Yeah, they had to rest players. They had to sit players down.
After not winning that region to Blakely County, you know you're the 2 seed. You know, it don't hurt you or nothing with that loss. I just don't see Swainsboro playing up to full potential that year. That game.
I'm agreeing with you on that. They got Swainsboro as a 3 seed, and I think they're going to go all the way to at least the state championship game. Like, I mean, I know Jones is nasty. I agree with you on that. But same thing happened. But Prince Avenue, that QB, and those slated receivers. I mean, like I said, if Dublin can put that many up, I think Prince Avenue can too.
Let's see. Alex says Stevens County didn't rest players, yo. He saw the tape. Scott says Blakely is gonna surprise some people. Lee says Prince Avenue will win single A. Marco says the triple option can be confusing if you're not used to it. Jamie says PAC has some dudes. They do. Okay, Danny, what's your question? Does the podcast lose just to be in certain playoff brackets to better their chance of going to the championship game? I don't know.
I don't know about coaches just tanking to get better seeding. You know, I don't know. I'm not a coach. I haven't had a coach tell me anything like that. But you know, then again, who knows?
Coach Al, Coach, you wouldn't admit it if they did do that. So there's no need to ask a coach because they're not going to admit that if it were true. The camera says they were scared of Brooks County. Okay. Listen.
In Wood.
EA Sports is in the game.
Obadiah, don't let Jeremy get to you. That's Jeremy. Stop going back and forth with him. He says stupid stuff just to say it. Just ignore him, honey. There ain't nobody but Jeremy. Tori says we love getting overlooked like we didn't win 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Brooks over everybody. Okay.
Nobody's overlooking you, Tori. But you ain't beat no Swainsboro.
Portal and JC in Jenkins County. Is that what it is? In the dome would be awesome. I'd love to see Amir have 100 yards receiving, but Jenkins County still win.
It might be to my. Is it Johnson County? I don't
Johnson
know.
County or Jenkins? I don't know. Let us know.
Portal.
Hey, how y'all get started? We started without me.
Oh, now you want to show up?
I was so 8:15.
No, your pay is docked. Understand that.
Okay.
You have to be on call.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, he was right. Jenkins County. He was right.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I went undefeated.
Tell Mike thank you before you go. Before you start, tell Mike thank you for taking over for you.
Thank you, Thursday. B. S.
Okay.
Rollins.
Thursday, he said thank you.
Esquire. Thank you.
You good. Ain't no problem, man.
Okay. So you can go ahead.
So 2A. I went 10-0. Everything right. Yes.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. That team y'all just got finished talking about. Yeah. They gave me my only loss in 3A.
Mr. Bird, can you tell us anything about Morgan County?
I haven't really looked much at Morgan County. I will say this though, that's also kind of a funny story right there of Morgan County, Greene County, Harlem, and Aquinas are almost kind of connected because, like I said, Greene County beat Morgan County. Aquinas beat Greene County, but then Aquinas played Harlem. Harlem beat Aquinas, but then Morgan County goes and beats Harlem.
Wow.
But I know Morgan County's got a running back. I mean, that's a dude right there. I forgot his name though, but he had a heck of a game against Harlem.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to know anything about Lumpkin, would you?
Nah, not much about Lumpkin.
Okay,
I mean,
I think
if we're talking 3A, I'm thinking your three teams are Calvary, Cedar Grove, and Savannah Christian. Those are the three that I see. Those are the three that I see making Final Four.
No Calvary Day. You heard that, Coach Q?
No, he said Calvary.
Yeah, he said Calvary.
I said Calvary. No, I got Calvary.
Okay.
See, and don't let that I would say don't let that Cedar Grove record fool you. They played some teams at the beginning of the year.
Oh, please don't blow up that ego any more than it already is inflated.
One of our podcast members.
Thank you, Mr. Bird.
Mr. Bird, I hate to bust your bubble.
Aquinas and Calvary used to be in the same used to be in the same region until this past year. So I've seen Calvary up close multiple times. Especially that quarterback.
Well, I hate to bust your bubble, but Christian will not get past the first round when Peach County has to come to town.
You think so?
I'm
Mr.
like,
Bird said you think so?
I tell people all the time, Mr. Bird, check my receipts.
Let's see. Mary Purse, Lee says Mary Purses versus Long County, Mary Purses versus Upson Lee. Savannah Christian, Upson Lee, Peach County versus, I don't know what that means, Lee. I'm gonna keep it going. What's going on, Nikki? How are you? Alex says Telly Johnson is the running back's name. And let's see. I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. Go ahead with 4A.
Well, before he move on to 4A, Mr. Bird, what about your thoughts on Thomasville versus Harlem?
I think that's going to be a very, very close matchup. Harlem is hosting, I believe. I think, Harlem got the 2 seed and Thomasville's the 3 seed. Harlem, that atmosphere is going to be very hostile. But to stop Harlem, you got to stop their quarterback and I think they're twins, if I'm not mistaken, but Ethan Evangelista. He is a very sneaky kind of quarterback. His arm is pretty good, but he really beats people with his legs. They run on a run-pass option kind of offense. And when he runs and he gets in open space, it's tough to bring him down. His number one receiver is his brother. So, if you're going to stop Harlem, you got to stop the Evangelista brothers. That's just point-blank fact. So I think Thomasville has the players to do it. But again, they've got to not let that environment hurt them, because like I said, the entire town of Harlem is going to be in that stadium. I guarantee it.
And that is a long way to travel. My goodness.
That is a long way to travel for Thomasville. And like, there's really nothing. We visited Harlem earlier this year. Kiwanis played Harlem earlier in the year. We lost 42-47. And I mean, even for a game that it wasn't even a region game, that town was there in full force. And there's nothing else in the city of Harlem. So the entire town, every sheriff's deputy is going to be there. They're going to put the signs out that says, they're going to put signs out in all the business that said closed, gone to the game. I mean, they're going to be there. That's going to be a very, very packed house. But I think Thomasville can make it a game for sure. But again, you got to stop the Evangelista brothers.
Okay.
All right.
Real quick before we go on, Mr. Wizard, I'm sorry. Lee Nichols was just calling out Region 2 first round matchups and who he thought would win. That's what he was saying.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Lee. It's been a long weekend. I didn't understand what you were doing. Sometimes I'm a turtle too. Shut up. What you laughing at?
For A.
Thank you.
Troop let me down. Gave me my only loss in 4 hours. So 7-1 overall. A went as I predicted. 8-0.
What happened to Ware County against Coffee?
They finally played somebody.
Coffee?
That's what I mean, Coffee decimated Ware County.
Yeah, bro, but we kind of knew that from the start of the season that would be it. Like our original rankings had Ware ranked low, and everybody said we were so wrong, but we knew Ware just didn't have it this year.
But what I'm saying, I saw Ware County fans, they had their chest out and everything.
Poked all the way out.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Ware County got decimated by Coffee, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this real quick, Paul. If you don't want to be blocked, you better be quiet. That's all I got to say about that. Just hush now. I will revert back to Friday. You don't want me to do that, do you? Ethan and Elijah are the twins for Harlem, though.
Yep.
If anybody was asking.
Yep. Ethan. Yep. Elijah and Ethan. Yep. Twin brothers. Number 3 and number 4.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You stop them. You stop Harlem.
Herbie, you can get blocked too now. Okay, go ahead with 6A, Mr. Wizard.
All right. Again, 6A. Undefeated. All predictions as I say. And last but not least, 7A. Norcross let me down. That's all I'm going to say.
I would like to see how that region play out. I haven't watched it, but I know with Norcross, North Gwinnett, and Peachtree Ridge, I think Peachtree Ridge beat North Gwinnett. North Gwinnett beats Norcross. Norcross beat Peachtree Ridge. Like, did they ever? I know they've gotten the brackets out, but who won that region now?
Norcross.
Norcross did win it.
Yes.
Look at what Grayson did to Parkview, and there are people saying that Parkview would go down to Moultrie and knock off Colquitt.
And that going Grayson the region. Grayson took some losses, especially that Newton loss, where we pretty much counted Grayson out, and they just fought back through the remainder of the season, man, and region champ.
Newton still rolling. All right. We're about to get into these brackets, y'all, in a little bit.
On the week, 63-5. On the season.
For the season, you got your 80%.
Hey, I told you I wanted to go up. I wanted 85. But 84. I live with.
Okay, Mr. Wizard.
Last and second to the last thing. Pick'ems.
Oh, I got a question for Yo and Thursday, maybe even the Wizard. Can y'all tell me how in the world is Sandy Creek a top 10 team in 3A and they barely got by Douglas?
Oh, you got to think about it like this, bro. Douglas is not Douglas of old. I'm going to tell you exactly who Douglas put me in the mind of this year. That year, Carver Atlanta went in as a 3 seed, was on the road the entire playoffs, and ended up playing Cedar Grove for the state championship. That's the Douglas that you seeing out there this year.
Have you seen their resume this year? I have. I looked them up. And I appreciate you arguing on their behalf. But I'm telling you, man. But look up what they did this year and against. Look at their opponents, bro. And you trying to tell me that they're who? They remind you of who?
They're gonna be that Carver Atlanta team, man. Douglas will upset in the first round the 2 seed. Douglas will beat Lumpkin County as a 1 seed and make the quarterfinals. You heard it here first.
But I mean, we've universally agreed that some of these teams that are 1 seed came out of regions that are not top heavy.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So I mean, if Douglas was to beat Lumpkin County, would we really be surprised? Come on now.
Douglas of last year and the years before, yes. But Douglas of this year, I'm not surprised, man, because Douglas is really that type of team this year.
Okay, you're gonna make me do it. Let me go ahead and look them back up.
Pull it up, bro.
I looked them up a couple of weeks ago and I laughed.
I thought Douglas had to play Oconee County first round.
Yeah, they'll beat Oconee first round and then they'll play.
No, they will not.
They'll beat a 2 seed Oconee. They will beat a 2 seed Oconee. And they will beat a 1 seed Lumpkin County.
No, sir. I disagree.
In the second round.
They will not beat Oconee County. Are they going to Watkinsville?
They're going to Watkinsville.
No, sir. That's not going to happen. They're not beating Oconee, man. I'm sorry. Nickname Astros. That's a strike already. Okay, now. Here we go. The Astros. Now, look here now. They lost to something called Holy Innocence. 38-14.
Okay. I guess you don't know Holy Innocence, but go ahead.
No, come on, man. You don't know Holy Innocence?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. The name just is
Aren't they ranked?
Yes, Holy Innocent is a team in. No, they're not that high of a classification.
They're 4A.
They're 4A. Yeah, Holy Innocence is 4A. They're one of the tougher private schools in 4A. They're 8-2. I mean, they're 8-2. Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. Okay, I give y'all that one. Okay, we know Miller. What about Miller Grove? They sound pretty tough. Is Miller Grove tough?
No,
they're not.
Miller Grove's only 5-5. I think they finished 4th in their bracket. Or they finished 4th in their region, maybe.
Yeah, basketball school.
It's a basketball school.
And Douglas lost to them.
What was the score?
33-28.
Now that could have been depth. That could have been depth because Miller Grove is a 6A school, if I'm not mistaken.
They barely beat Jackson.
No, but hold on though. Joe, this is what you missed. They beat a quality Mays team in the beginning of the year.
They did that.
Where's Mays
before
now?
Mays got into that coaching? Before that coaching issue, well, actually the coaching issue went down that weekend, I believe.
That game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in that game. But Mays was a quality win for them.
Sir, listen to me, man. Mm-hmm. Where's Mays now? Where are they now? Can you tell me where they are now? Are they in the playoffs?
Yeah, as a 2 seed. Went in at 6-4.
Okay, so what's their record?
6-4.
They're a 2 seed with a 6-4 record.
And a 6A classification.
When you look at who they lost to, look who Mays lost to. Douglas County. and Creekside.
Wait a minute. I'm not finished. They barely beat Jackson. They only beat Jackson 17-6.
Well, hold on. Let me just stop you right there. Who played for the state championship in 3A last year?
I don't Cedar Grove and Sandy Creek, right? But
go back last year. No, go back last year and look at what Sandy Creek played Jackson.
Okay, let me go back to last year for Sandy Creek.
They beat the crap out of Sandy Creek. 29-7.
Okay. I'm sorry, man.
Where did Sandy Creek beat Jackson last year?
I'm sorry, brother. That's not impressive, man.
Tell me, bro. Where did Sandy Creek beat Jackson last year?
Wait, hold on. Let me look them up. Give me 1 second. Y'all trying to validate Douglas, and I'll keep trying to tell y'all Douglas, North Sandy Creek are top 10 teams at 3A this year. They're not. I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to.
Hey, you the one that brought the conversation up.
Okay, now I'm right though. Okay, here we go. Douglas beat Sandy Creek 56-12. No, they didn't. Sandy Creek beat them last year.
No. What did Sandy Creek beat Jackson?
Not Jackson last year.
They beat Jackson, but it was by a slim margin. Tell me what was that score?
They beat them 29-7.
Yeah. Sandy Creek beat Jackson 29-7 last year.
Yeah,
okay.
That's three scores.
Yeah. See, listen, man.
No, bro. No, bro. Tell me what the scoring. You on max prep, right? Tell me what was the scoring.
No, I'm not. I'm not on max prep. No.
Jackson, yes, Sandy Creek pulled away at the end. Jackson was in that game all the way to the fourth quarter.
The score I see says 29-7. Sandy Creek over Jackson.
Sandy Creek scored 20 points in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter.
It was 9-7 Sandy Creek going in the fourth quarter, and then
into the fourth quarter.
Oh, so that's what we're doing? Okay.
So what I'm just
no. Jackson should have beat Peach County last year.
No, they shouldn't have.
We don't want to talk about that.
No, they shouldn't have.
Here we go.
Why? What you mean? Was it last year?
I'm about to do somebody my bud. I tell you.
Was it last year before that? Anyway, my point is this, bro. Just admit that Sandy Creek and Douglas are not top 10 teams this year.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna finish that up when we pull the polls up.
Let's do that right now, shall we?
Speaking of which, so real fast, I gotta.
There it is.
No, I'm gonna do this for the Wizards because he done walked off.
Yeah, he tired of it too.
Yeah, real fast for the Wizards.
I'm not
Barry Van, Jeremy Williams, Courtney McGee, Jamie from the Wizard. Congratulations on making the top 5. Y'all got a chance to win $50 within the next 5 weeks. And for everyone else that did not make the top 5, you are still able to play the pick'ems throughout the playoffs. It's going to be the same format up until the semifinals and the championship game.
I think Jeremy should be disqualified.
Okay.
Why you say that?
Because he ain't Jeremy in the comment.
Bro, don't do that to him, man.
I'm going to do it.
Don't do that to him, bro. Listen. All right, here we go.
Hold on now. Let me
we did have an argument with regard to Sandy Creek, but the question still remains: who the hell would you put in top?
He want Chris County in there.
No, I don't. No, I do not.
Okay, bro.
He want a Daresville and Bremen.
I think they more deserving.
I mean, I don't mind giving them a party because they
resume just as jacked up.
So, Mr. Bird, let me ask your opinion on this. If Douglas and a Daresville played on a neutral field, who you taking?
Ooh, let me think about that for a second.
It's hard, isn't it, Mr. Bird?
Exactly, and that's our point.
That's a tough one right there. The only thing I'm really thinking of is that neutral field. I mean, I got a bunch of friends that go at Daresville.
Yeah, Adair. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this:
But
Adairsville won a single.
I do agree that that Douglas team with a record of 6-4, I think they're a lot better than a lot of people when they look at them and go, oh, they're 6-4, they're not that great. I think it'd be close, but in the end, I don't think it's a 20-point fourth quarter. But in the end, I think maybe Adairsville pulls. I think they win by 3 or 6.
Okay.
7 points, just like they did in the regular season matchup when they beat Brandon.
I think it's close. I think it's close.
Look at the body of work. I'm telling y'all.
On who?
Douglas and Sandy Creek this year. Look at that body of work.
Dog, look who's okay. Look who's Sandy Creek. Look who's Sandy. You know what? We're gonna finish that up when we get to Class 3.
Okay. So
Can we move? Can we move forward to get to that point, please?
Yes.
Hey, do your thing, man.
Okay. I'm just saying we gonna get to Class 3. We can talk about it.
And before you start, man, I just gotta say, man, I'm so glad my brother on the show tonight, man. I miss having my brother on here with us tonight, man. Glad you can join us tonight, bro.
Hey, I'm here. I'm in the house, bro. I appreciate it, man.
You heard from Coach Crow lately? I be missing him sometimes.
You know what?
Lord.
You know what?
My Lord.
I ain't been able to find him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I see what I could do. I think he may make an appearance if Appleton County win the state title or if they lose in the playoff.
We won't see Coach Crow this year if it depends on them.
Well, when you see him, tell him I said hello.
I sure will. He
My
loves
Lord.
That was a little sensual there.
Okay, let's go.
Don't worry about Pepsi.
Okay, let's go.
All right, single AD2.
Watch your mouth now.
Oh, you know what?
Shut
I got
your
it on the wrong. I got to switch them around because I keep forgetting ours is the right pole, so it's supposed to be on the right.
Watch your mouth now. You better shut your mouth.
Oh, we hear you, Coach Crow.
All right, there we go. We got FNL the right pole. The correct pole is on the right. AJC on the left of the screen. So as we go through, the biggest difference between our poll and theirs is just the ranking of the schools. We all pretty much got the same schools. It's just we got them in different order.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this poll right here. That's why I'm really excited about Class A Division II coming up because I don't expect very many upsets in round one. Like I said, maybe Washington Wilkes over Johnson County, but I'm looking more forward to round two because you got potential matchups in round two of Greene County versus Bowden, Aquinas versus Macon County, and Lincoln County is probably 11 or 12. I mean, if you go past the top 10, Lincoln County is probably 11 or 12. You're looking at them versus Schley County.
Mm-hmm.
So round two is going to open up a lot. It's going to answer a lot of questions about who's good and who's not in Class A Division II.
And those sound like very exciting matchups.
I'm talking about any one of those teams on besides the Sly against whoever, like any one of those other games, the Aquinas, Macon County, either way. You know what I mean? Anything can happen with those rank ups. The Bowden and Greene County, yeah, that can go either way.
Yeah.
Well, I think Schley County's on a different level this year, honestly.
Definitely.
And if Washington Wilkes upsets Johnson County, you'll have Washington Wilkes versus Manchester, I believe, next.
Wow.
Thank you, Lee. We appreciate you. He said he wants to thank you guys for doing the podcast.
Definitely. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for listening. All right, single AD1. Pretty much the same teams, just got them in different orders.
Don't sleep on Blakely County.
Definitely not.
Earlier. Yeah, where is Coach? Our coach from Blakely County.
Oh, Coach Kinsler's son, Kobe Kinsler. Coach Kinsler, if you listen to chime in, big ups to you, Blakely County Royals.
Yes. And stop being to tell us hey when you can.
Man, that Commerce team, man, like I said, we slept on them all year. That's going to be a surprising team in that Division One. I got
Commerce going all the way to the Final Four.
Yeah, I went back and looked at them myself, Mr. Bird. We slept on them all year, and I went back and looked at them, and yeah, they are impressive.
Yeah, I
Did
think
they beat
I think
Raven?
I got Commerce going all the way to the Final
Yeah.
Four to take on either Bleckley County or sorry, I just saw Prince Avenue in that bracket. I got Commerce versus Prince Avenue for the Final Four, and if they end up playing each other, that's not far for either one of them to have to travel. I mean, that's all in the Athens area.
Mhm.
That's right.
Which means that stadium, regardless where they play, is going to be a packed house.
It
Yeah.
sure is. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Okay.
2A. I think the biggest difference for us is we dropped Fitzgerald and brought in Spencer after Spencer beat Northeast. Was it Northeast they beat 2 weeks ago for the region? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
So-
with the loss to Ace Charter this past week.
Who lost to Ace?
Spencer.
Really? Did they now?
Bryan County got a hell of a running back. Yeah, they do. Antoine, I will agree with you on that. I saw Bryan County play earlier in the year against Lincoln County. They got a strong offensive line and a great running back. I will agree on that.
Yeah.
So why is Spencer ranked and they lost to Ace the Griffins?
Okay. Who would you put in there? Fitzgerald?
How did Fitzgerald finish the season?
Minus that loss to Cook, they won against Berrien County or somebody this weekend.
Yeah, they beat Berrien County out of Nashville, Georgia.
Come on, man, really?
So how close was the Ace Spencer game?
I don't think it was even close.
It was.
So are you telling me Ace blew the doors off Spencer? Is that what
Man,
you're
it
telling
got
me?
to be. We won the region. Let's rest our players, man.
I have to think
It
about
was
it.
all right. The score was 30-27 Ace. That was the
Oh,
score.
that's not a blowout. That's a 3-point difference.
But
Okay.
at the same time, though, we don't think Spencer played everybody the whole game.
Y'all think? Oh, okay. Spencer did beat Northeast, so no.
Yes.
Yeah, see, and then the problem is Northeast. No, Ace was it Ace beat Northeast?
No, Northeast beat Ace. Spencer beat Northeast.
No. Okay, yeah, and Northeast beat Ace. So that's where the issue came in on trying to bring Ace in on our poll.
Yeah, Ace got a pretty good offense. Hatcher, I think, is the coach over there.
Who Hatcher?
Hatcher, Chris Hatcher or something. Like, I can't.
Keith,
I may be saying his
Keith
name.
Hatcher.
Huh?
Keith Hatcher.
Keith Hatcher. That's it. Keith Hatcher. That's it. He got him playing good football over there.
I mean,
they've been playing good football last couple of years.
Yeah.
I would say don't sleep on Ace's defense either. Through the first 5 games of the season, they only allowed 34 points in 5 games. That's
Oh
pretty
wow,
solid defense right there.
that's impressive.
And then after that, they only allowed 14 points. Another 3 games later, but they did give up 51 points to Southwest in double overtime.
Yeah, that's never good.
Yeah. Now, I will say this about Ace. Since that coach has been there the past 2 years, he's put up 8. This is his second 8-win season at Ace. So whatever coach is doing over there, he's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There.
Here we go.
All right. Let's conversate. Who is better than Sandy Creek right now in 3A to fill that 10 spot?
Okay, see, you keep trying to say who's better. Listen, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Will Chris County be the Daresville? Yes. Will Chris County beat Bremen?
I don't think they will beat Bremen or Daresville, to be honest.
Okay. Do you think Chris County can beat Sandy Creek?
I don't think St. Chris County beat Sandy Creek or Doug.
Oh, man, I disagree with you there. I think they'll beat Douglas.
Huh? You talking about the same team that lost to Monroe and lost to Sumter, American Sumter?
Well, Sumter kind of ended up being a good team this year. And Monroe, if I'm not mistaken, Monroe, don't get me wrong, that game was ugly. All right, we agree with that. But Monroe still ended up being what? The number 1 or number 2 seed in the region.
Number
right?
3.
4. Monroe number 4.
Number 4, yeah.
Oh, they
Chris
number
Thomas is
4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chris is a 2 seed.
And Thomasville is the 3rd seed.
Well, I still think Chris would beat Douglas. I think they would.
Disagree, but I can understand you feeling like that. Now, when you look at the AJC versus FNL poll, why are they sleeping on Upson Lee? I don't know.
I think they think Upson Lee is fool's gold.
Upson Lee.
But you can't look at historical data though when you're doing a top 10 poll from week to week. You got to look at what they're at the bottom at what they're doing now.
Okay, then. So why is Santa Creek and Douglas in the top 10? Then?
Douglas got dropped.
I mean, well, why is Santa Creek in the top 10? Then?
Santa Creek resume put them in the top 10.
Pull up that body of work. Pull up.
You want to talk about their body of work for Sandy Creek? Let's do it. Let's get into it.
Whoa, Coach Q, you just made one of the most boldest statements this year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was gonna let y'all get through and ask him what kind of they clearly it ain't mid. It's top now. Who's your plug? Because when I come down to Savannah this weekend, I need you to hook me up. Who giving you this?
Wait, he say Upson Lee is going to lose to Savannah Country Day?
Yes, that's what he said.
Yes.
Well, I will say this at least. Savannah Country Day is a AAA school. Well, Aquinas played Savannah Country Day earlier in the year, and Aquinas beat Savannah Country Day. Beat them 19-18, if I remember that off the top of my head. And Savannah Country Day went for a game. Savannah Country Day went for a game-winning field goal, and like a 38-yard field goal to win it, and it went wide right. So I've seen them up close. They got a pretty solid team, but I don't know if it's good enough to beat Upson Lee.
Okay, I mean that's just a 1 point difference. Came down. Aquinas is a good team, are they not?
Yeah, but you're talking about a single A school versus a 3A private, bro.
Yeah.
Is Aquinas a private school?
Yes. Aquinas is a private school. Yes. Remember, up until last year, Savannah Country Day, Savannah Christian Calvary Day, and Aquinas were all in the same region.
I thought they were, so they similar size.
But then Calvary, Savannah Christian, obviously Savannah Country Day all went up to 3A.
Yeah.
Aquinas stayed behind.
The multiplier brought them up.
Yep.
They're getting kids saying that Aquinas not getting in. They got a better pick of the litter to have a better and a more explosive team than Aquinas.
Let's see. Coach Alex says I watched tape on Upson Lee and they don't move the needle. They just have a running back.
Yeah, but a running back is a running back. He's a running back. That Bentley kid, okay, let Savannah Country Day sleep on Bentley. It's gonna be a lot of ice tubs.
He good now. I gotta give him credit. They got another running back too now that come in and he do a little damage too when Bentley when they give Bentley some rest. So they actually have two pretty good running backs. You know what I mean? But will that be enough to get past Savannah Country Day?
Y'all.
I will agree. Savannah Country Day has a pretty damn good defense. Their two defensive linemen are pretty big. One of them named Rooster, I believe, number 52. He's about 6'3", about pushing 250. He's pretty solid, strong. And he uses his hands very, very well. Their quarterback's pretty good, and their tight end. His brother was the QB a couple years ago. I forgot his name. He's number 10, but he's pretty solid receiver. So I think it's going to be a close game, but I still think Upson Lee wins by just one score.
Well, let's put it this way: where's the game being played, in Thomaston or in Savannah?
It's in Thomaston. Savannah Country Day is the 3 seed, and Upson Lee's the 2 seed.
Okay, so the game
Klein
is in
Peter.
Thomaston.
That's right. Yeah, Klein Peter plays tight end. His brother a couple years ago was the QB Barry, who's now up in he's at New Hampshire University. Both awesome football players.
Okay.
Yes, Rooster is a beast. I will give you that. He was he was a beast up front.
Okay.
Well, you better have a whole bunch of beasts I'm talking about a whole bunch of beasts to try to stop Bentley.
Is Savannah Country Day balanced on offense?
I think they're pretty solid. I think they're better passing than running, but I think they're pretty solid. I think they're pretty good all around on their offense. They definitely mix it up. They're not one-dimensional.
Okay, see, that may prove to be the difference in the game, but we will see.
Lee says Upson Lee 24, Savannah Country Day 14. Coach Alex says y'all sleeping, man. I'm telling you, they better not sleep on them or play with them. I don't think they will, but
no, I do agree. If you sleep on any team from Savannah, you will get beat. But I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you, Savannah Country Day will come to play. They definitely have the athletes to do that.
Well, Savannah better not sleep on no team that's coming out of Middle Georgia. Also, Savannah Christian.
All right, so we're gonna finish up this conversation on Sandy Creek, or we're gonna move on to 4A.
Come on, man. Let's knock out Sandy Creek right quick and move on.
Okay, Sandy Creek lost to 7A East Coweta. They lost to 5A Harris County and the City Grove. What more do you need to hear from?
Okay, tell me what did Noonan done this year?
Noonan, where Noonan come from?
They beat Noonan, didn't they? They beat something called Alexander. They beat Collins Hill.
Okay.
They beat Jackson. They beat Carver Atlanta by 5. They beat Douglas by 1. Listen, man. It's okay to admit that Santa Creek is a good team. They're just not top 10 good this season. There's nothing wrong with that.
Who's another top 10 team? Who's that number 10 team in 3A that's better than them? That's the only question on the table for you to answer.
Maybe we should just go with the top 9 and everybody be happy.
I'm just saying, bro.
How about that?
That seemed like Region 5 bias to me, man.
How's it Region 5 bias when you got two, three Region 3 schools in here? Not Region 3, but Region 2 schools in here. You got 2 Region 2 schools. What's the problem?
Well, there's no 2 Region 2 schools on the AJC poll.
We ain't talking about the AJC poll. Right. The issue is with the FNL poll.
Right or wrong?
Hey, that's because they sleeping on Upson Lee. It is what it is on that. And
okay, so
yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
What do you say when Savannah, if Savannah Country Day beats Upson Lee, what would be the excuse then?
It is what it is, dude. I mean, it is what it is if they beat Upson Lee.
It is what it is. Okay, let's move on.
So what would be the narrative if Peach beat Savannah Christian?
The same narrative it'll be if Upson Lee lose to Savannah Country Day.
We already, at the end of the day, we all know why Upson Lee is on here, all because Peach County didn't handle business. Let's be honest about it. Since you want to put it on the table, let's be honest. Peach County should be on our poll right now, but they didn't handle business this year.
No, hell, they should.
Plain and simple.
I'm Peach County to my heart. No, they should.
No, I'm saying because they did not handle business. That's why they're not on our poll, because they was expected to be on our poll, but they did not handle business. So therefore, they're not. So we had to find teams. So we had to find other teams.
Yes, Jabari, they was missing 3 key starters last year, and that Savannah Christian lost. Jeremy knows that. He just.
Why do y'all pay attention to that?
He like to play with himself.
Let's move on to the next poll.
4A, please.
Yeah, everything's same, just different rankings. Same teams, different rankings.
And they dropped K-Row, and we never had K-Row.
Yeah.
No, we don't have LaGrange in our poll. Who do we have?
No, we don't have LaGrange. We brought Stevenson in.
No, they have Stevenson. They got stars.
No, I'm saying for us. No, I'm saying for us. We brought Stevenson in, but we never put Stars Mill on ours.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You said same teams, just different orders, but I was saying they got LaGrange and we have
Coach,
that's a good question, Alex. New Hampstead. Why is New Hampstead not ranked?
Yeah. Just a question as to why. I think that we were going to rank
New Hampstead is 5. New Hampstead 5-4. And they in that region with that team out of Savannah that started with a B. Come
But
on.
Cedar Grove 5-5, and they ranked number 2 and 3 in the 3A polls. I mean, come on, bro.
Okay, Camden County, you lost by what? 44 points. Richmond Hill, you lost by 2. Benedictine, you lost by 8. Wayne County, you lost by 5. And then after that, you ain't playing nobody. Southeast Bullock, Ireland, and
Only
Burke.
person they got on their only thing they got on their resume with solid win is Burke County. We
But
know
can't-
that.
That's it.
But can't y'all make the same argument about Cedar Grove?
No, sir. No.
What you
No.
mean? Listen, outside of that non-region schedule, y'all ain't playing nobody in your region. You dominate pretty much everybody in your region.
Are you finna make that statement right now? Dro, what 2 teams have been in the last 2 state championship games? Region 5 teams in 3A.
Man.
Cut that argument out.
That's what I'm trying to
Stop
tell you.
it.
Man. The same argument that you using against New Hampstead, you can use against Cedar Grove, bro. This year. This
And
season.
kind of, it's kind of the same thing that you used to use against Peach, kind of thing we played in the weak region, but we not going there. All I'm saying is, I will tell you that the week that we considered putting New Hampstead into the poll, they wet the bed.
I'm gonna say this. I got no beef with New Hampstead.
Oscar, you see how they doing me tonight? Y'all see how they doing me tonight?
No. I'm gonna say this, Joe, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. My people down in Perry, they know. We thought Perry would win that region, be a 1 seed. New Hampstead would get a 4 seed. I continue to tell them that's gonna be a scary game against y'all. New Hampstead against Perry in that first round. Okay, I've been riding with New Hampstead and all of this, but don't get on here talking about losing to no 278 schools in Richmond Hill and Camden County, and you're going to compare that to Cedar Grove losses to Colquitt County and to
By
Mill
one
Creek
possession.
and stuff like that. That don't add up, bro. That don't add up. At
We
all.
losing the top 7A schools by 1 possession. Come on. You can't, you making these comments and these statements just to get somebody agitated. That's all it is.
Yeah, brother, you sound pretty agitated to me.
No, because and the reason I am because you're talking crazy when you're trying to compare New Hampstead to Cedar Grove. Come on, man.
No,
Everybody know they're not on the same level.
Let me say it again slowly. I said the argument of keeping or whatever argument you're making against New Hampstead, we can make the same argument against Cedar Grove because you brought up their record. You brought up their record. You said that 5-4. Ain't that what you said? That's what
Correct.
you said.
And then what did I proceed to do? Ran down their losses with scores. Dude, they're not playing quality. They're playing teams that are not above average.
Okay, let me ask you.
They're losing the average teams with the Simpson Wayne. Well, even Wayne County.
Hampstead play in a tough region, yes or no?
No. There's only one team over there.
No.
I'm giving them.
Wayne and Burke.
Okay.
Wayne and Burke is tough. You can't.
Yeah, I give them them. Yeah, I give them those 3 teams: Benedictine, Burke, and Wayne. But
yeah,
and I'm surprised they took a second seed. I'm surprised they took a second seed in that region.
Paul wants to know why is Burke ranked. Burke was ranked because they were in the poll, and so they don't drop out just because.
Well, one, they lost to the number 1 school on the number 1 team in the poll, Benedictine. That's one. That was an expected loss for them to take. And then the loss to New Hampstead is what dropped them down dramatically in our poll.
Man, okay.
So y'all sitting here saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Burke.
Burke County is probably the most talented team in the Augusta type area. We consider them part of the CSRA area. They're definitely the top team in this area. But yeah, they were ranked number 1 in our area as well. And like I said, that region is tough. I mean, you literally have them, and I think they have. The loss to New Hampshire was kind of a shock and upset around here. No one expected them to do that, and they only lost by 6. They were on the road and lost by 6, but yeah, and they only lost to Benedictine by 8. So what like it was a blowout. So they literally have lost 2. They have lost 2 games by a combined of 14 points. So they still have a solid team. Yes, they do play Perry in the first round. Yeah,
And that's a
that's
scary
Perry.
game for Perry.
That's gonna be a tough one.
That's a scary game for Perry. Perry is down their starting quarterback also. That's a scary game for Perry.
So Zachary, he'll be back.
Perry's a good team, but when you have a new signal caller in there now, and you're going up against a battle, I mean, literally, I will say, I mean, Perry's a good region, but Burke is battle tested against a very, very tough region.
Yes.
So Burke traveling to Perry, I mean, at that point, Perry's got the home field advantage, but Burke's bringing a scary team down there, and Burke has something to prove too.
And just so I can
they
be clear on
feel
this,
disrespected being a 3 seed.
is New Hampstead in that region?
You're in the region with Burke, Wayne,
Yeah,
and then
they take the 2 seed. Yeah, they take the 2 seed.
Yes,
and it's a tough region, correct?
Burke is the 3 seed. Benedictine is the 1 seed. I believe New Hampstead got the 2 seed, and then, like you said, Wayne County. What was it? Wayne, I believe.
Wayne is a 4 seed.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, New Hampstead is the 2 seed. Burke's the 3 seed, and yes, Wayne County's the 4.
Yes. So Zachary, will the Perry quarterback? will the Perry quarterback be back this week? No. I think the earliest he'll come back would be the second round if he were to come back. Oscar says, bro, you got to perform with the schedule. I keep saying it. You just can't have the schedule and not do anything with it. Alex said the New Hampstead beat Burke. Yes, he did. I'm sure you know that. Antoine says, yes, it does. They both in the playoffs and they're in the region. I guess he's talking about comparison.
Yeah.
But Richmond Hill, okay, I get what you're saying, Antoine, but if Richmond Hill played Mill Creek, they would get beat to sleep. They just would. Let's see.
Honestly, I mean, who was talking about earlier saying who said was the toughest region in all classifications? Who was it saying that? Which region are we talking about?
I say region 1-6A.
I would have to agree in a certain way. I say when it comes down, like it's like a boxing match. If it's throw for throw, I say they're the second toughest region in all classifications. I think Region 8 and 7A is the toughest region. You literally got Buford and Mill Creek, and I believe Collins Hill is your 3 seed.
Wow.
Yeah, but Collins Hill is down. I'll take Region 2, I think it is, with Region 6 maybe, with the Newton, Parkview, Archer, Grayson, and Brookwood over that region. They're top end heavy with Parkview and with Buford and Mill Creek, but then after that it falls off.
Let's see.
Now that I think about it, I mean, Collins Hill is good, but we all know Collins Hill ain't been the same since they lost Travis Hunter.
Travis Richmond and Hunter and Horn.
Horn. That's what it is. Yeah, since they lost Horn and Travis Hunter.
Yes.
Tracy with the jokes. He said powder blue might be true. That's a joke from last week. Okay, let's go to 5A. Hey, Marika, what's going on, sis?
Hey, what's up, Marika? What's going on? I appreciate that. Hey, I've been trying to talk sense to them. They won't listen to me.
Okay, let's go because we got to do these brackets.
Well, hurry up and get down to Coach Q comment.
New Hampstead only lost to Benedict.
Still ain't gonna happen.
No, come on, right there. That right there. Read that.
4 teams from Savannah will make the Final Four, and I stand on that. Facts. That's all I got to say. Okay.
I want to know besides Calvary Day, who were the 4 Savannah teams?
And Benedictine is the other one.
He said New Hampstead,
Benedictine, Calvary, and is he thinking?
And Savannah Christian.
Savannah Christian.
Coach Inwood.
Oh, Corey says Perry is coming to play. I agree.
As long as they hand it off to your son and Goon, they sure is.
That Amari Gordon, I don't know how in the world. I mean, it's like he makes a way out of no way. I mean, I ain't comparing him to Jesus, but it's like there's no hole there. How did you get through? But he does.
Yeah, he good. He real good. For sure, yeah.
But okay, let's go 5A so we can do these brackets real quick.
Yeah, for the most part, same teams, different rankings for 5A.
Comfy County, baby.
Yeah.
Where my boy Rodney Johnson at?
He ain't been he's not on tonight, but he'll be. I'm sure he'll be on. He's probably been drinking all weekend. He's so happy. He's on that Patron Friday night, so.
Benedictine, Calvary Day, Savannah Christian, and New Hampstead will be in the Final Four. I'm still trying to figure out Inwood.
Okay.
Roswell, number 2, Thomas County Central, number 3. That should be interesting right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what's the difference between the 6A and AJC?
Different ranking. Different ranking.
Why did they? I wonder why did they put Gainesville ahead of Thomas County Central in the final week?
And why is Roswell so low on their poll? Marquis said, "I guess basketball."
I mean, that sound about like it.
He said Mill Creek versus the Butte.
I'll tell you what, though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of hoping that Thomas County Central's in the same bracket as Langston Hughes. I'm kind of hoping for a TCC Hughes quarterfinals game.
Yeah, me too. I would love to see that.
And because Hughes is a 2 seed, Thomas County Central will be the one that hosts it.
Yep. So we'll be making that ride to Thomasville, Georgia.
Yeah, but now Hughes, don't they play Rome in the second round? So
they'll more than likely play Rome in round 2. Yes.
So it could be that.
Nah. Stop right there. They going down to Thomasville.
Brandon, welcome, Brandon. He says don't sleep on Douglas County. Let's see. Zachary says New Hampshire got a good draw on their side of the bracket. I could see them making the Final Four. Okay. Oscar says Thomas County Central should be number 1 in 6A. That team is legit. And 7A. Danny says this region will be tough. It will all come down to who wants it the most. Let's go to 7 now.
The difference is we still got Norcross in the poll, and they have North Cobb.
Why do they love North Cobb so much? They just keep bringing them in.
North Cobb. They've been pretty tough this year. I mean, I know they lost 3 games, but North Cobb is a dangerous team.
Yes, they are.
Coach
Anderson, for some reason, they always seem to pick it up in the playoffs. No matter what their record is, they always seem to pick it up.
We don't want to talk to that Billy Goat. Go somewhere.
Coach Q.
They've lost only 3 games, but they only lost to Buford 45-28, and they only lost to Walton by 8 points.
Oh. So that's
they played a lot. That's probably why they have them up there, because they played Buford, they played Walton, and I think their only other loss is to Westlake, but they got hammered by Westlake. They got beat 52-28 by Westlake. So their 3 losses are literally to 3 teams in the top 10. So they're
right. And Scott says North Cobb beat Milton too. So
Milton is trash this year.
Well, they were ranked though early on. They were ranked though.
Yeah, they trash.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're trash. They're 8-2, and they won the region. I think they did. I think they went 5-0 in the region. But
the region they play in, they should have won it.
Okay, so if they're trash, why are they ranked number 8 in our poll?
Because when you look at 7A right now,
who you gonna bring in? Lambert? They beat Lambert for the region, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why Lambert dropped out.
Who else?
They didn't just beat Lambert. They beat Lambert by 3 scores. They beat them 37-16.
Yeah.
It just sounds like they're trying to minimize North.
No. Milton got a good win over Roswell, though. That's for sure. They got a good win over Roswell.
Milton didn't beat Roswell. They crushed Roswell. They beat them 34-14. They beat them by 3 scores.
Mm.
Man, y'all get North Cobb. They rolling, man. They good.
7A could get interesting once we get around the second and third round, but I still, as much as I love it, I still think we're going to end up seeing a Mill Creek Buford rematch. That's just me.
No.
We'll get to the bracket. Let's talk these brackets real quick because it's getting late.
And we got Coach Monica.
What's going on, panel?
What's
Coach, what's good?
what's going on, Alex?
Well, the first thing I want to say is, I'm Auntie Jess. I got to talk to you now. You know what I'm saying? I'm all
Be
getting
quiet.
straight
I don't want to hear that shit. It's Friday. It's not Friday. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. Shut up.
We still love
Billy
you,
Goat.
Auntie. We still love you.
Be quiet. Be quiet. We don't want to hear that shit. If you could talk about giving a game away, we did it, and I'm mad and I'm irritated because ain't no way in the world. But it's okay. We'll let y'all go play Benedict next week and get beat to sleep instead of us.
Oh Lord, Dro, man, for the unadulterated honesty, I love it. Yo, you know what it is, man. That dang on Mike, he know we distant cousins right here. I can't. We're thirsty, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Well, thank you. So, will you stick around and talk brackets with us, Coach?
Yeah, we can talk a little bracket play.
Okay, let's talk.
Where y'all want to start out? Y'all want to start off at the top or the bottom?
We right here. We right here at the bottom. Let's go from the top. Go ahead and put Manchester over there.
What did everybody else say? You just can't put what you want.
Okay. Anybody disagree with Manchester and tell me why?
I think if anyone's going to challenge Manchester, it'll be Clinch County.
Clinch. We already know that.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably going to be Clinch County, but Manchester, I just stacked with talent. So I got Manchester. I got Wilcox. I got Wilcox over Seminole. I got Clinch over Zion. Yeah. Or sorry, I got Clinch over McIntosh. Manchester over Mount Zion. And I'm still thinking that Washington Woods over Johnson County.
Manchester. I ain't convinced on Green County yet. I'm thinking Bowden right there.
I've seen Green County up close, but I mean, I think that bracket right there is going to come down to Bowden and Green County. But hey, even I wouldn't even sleep on Dooley County. But I still think it's.
What about Jenkins?
Man, go on put Bowden over there, bro. Go and put Bowden over there.
Jenkins is a very, very, very talented team, and they went 9-1, and that's solid. But I will say this about Jenkins: they are very one-dimensional. You stop their run game, you stop Jenkins. So I don't think. If Jenkins County play Greene County tomorrow, I say Greene County stops their run, and they can't do anything else.
I'm gonna go with Greene County. Coach Banks down there, that's my partner. Yeah, I think they're gonna pull it out. Greene County loaded.
If Greene County can stop that rushing attack of Bowden, because I mean Bowden's a solid team, but you got to stop that QB. You stop that QB, then it's gonna be So
I don't know Greene County could come out of there.
So we'll go with Greene.
We doing Greene/Bowden or what?
I'm okay with Greene/Bowden because it's gonna come down to those two.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Greene County or Bowden.
Okay.
And it will be at Bowden.
Oh yeah, you're not going out there.
That's a long way. That's a long way to travel for Greene County.
Yeah, you turn a cartwheel out of Bowden, you in Alabama. So
Yep. Aquinas had to play Bowden last year. We had to go all the way we literally had to take a 4-hour bus ride to get to Bowden.
Yeah,
that's a hell of an environment too. They get them lights flashing. I mean, if you got epilepsy, you might as well just stay away.
Put Aquinas over there, bro.
Hey, you better not do that.
Oh no, don't you? That ain't funny.
Hey, you know what?
We all know that Glasscock County is the feel-good story of the year. We do, but no.
You got Aquinas down there, and I know we got Mr. Bird on, but I wouldn't sleep on that Porter team right now.
Yeah,
I'm not sleeping on.
Yes.
I'm not sleeping on Portal, and I'm not sleeping on Macon County. Macon County comes from a battle-tested region as well. I mean, they went toe-to-toe with Sly earlier this year. Now they got beat 38-0, but they played a solid. They played a solid team. They played solid teams.
And beat Clinch. Let's not forget, Macon County did beat Clinch this year.
Okay,
we know Macon County always tough. So
Sly and who?
I can see another reach. Sly Manchester. I can see that.
Gonna put Sly in the
Now
championship.
I would tell you one thing. If Aquinas didn't lose that kid Jackson #1, they might give Sly a little
Yep.
run. He's
I'll
a
go
dude
and tell
we
y'all
played him a couple years
firsthand.
ago.
Y'all are right about that. But that's also what's so talented about Aquinas right now. Is the fact that they won the region and went 8-2, and they didn't have their best player. They lost him. We lost him in the first game of the season.
Oh wow!
And
So,
we were able to make a run. We were able to make a run. But I mean, he's still been there as a leader though. Like I said, he wants to play really, really bad, obviously, but he's still there at every single game. He's being a leader. He's a very, very mentally tough kid.
Well, I'm going Sly, so I'll let y'all decide who they face out of Manchester, Porter / Aquinas.
It don't matter who they face.
Barber and the injury, Sly County should have taken on the trophy.
But also, don't sleep on Aquinas's passing attack either.
Is it deadly like Sly? Is it deadly like Sly? Is it potent? Is what I'm asking.
No, Sly County wins. Sly County wins.
My chicken said sliding early again for the bottom bracket. Shout out to Early County because they got the best fried chicken spot in the state. Okay.
What's the name of the chicken spot, bro? Let me know.
Yeah, because when I went to when I traveled to Fort Walton Beach, I had to go down
That's what
that
I was
way.
about to say. That's the only time I go through Early County when I'm heading down to Navarre Beach. Yep.
Yeah, and I ate before I left because there wasn't nothing to eat until you get to Troy. So tell me where that is.
Man, Thursday, you ain't nothing, man. How you gonna put Pat there? We ain't got there yet.
I mean, he ain't wrong. I mean,
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you. I used to say that, but I'm afraid that Blakely County team looking mighty scary right now. And Blakely versus PAC in the quarters can really be a game.
Hey, Scott, Miss Betty do got some good chicken. You right about that. I'm gonna have to try that Blakely chicken too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But go ahead. Let me see. We got Prince Avenue and Blakely is good.
Yeah.
Nope, I can't let you get with that, yo. I can't let you get by with that. Now, I love your football knowledge, and I know you know a lot of football. If Blakely County ain't got 4-5 DBs out there that can play ball, it ain't happening.
Coach, I know this is what you do for a living, but I tell everybody, I don't care how good your quarterback is, he can't throw from his back. So you better have some defensive ends that can get Ryan now. And I know PAC got a line, but I also know what happened when PAC played a team like Mary Person.
That's true. It's a matchup game.
Yes, when you get after that quarterback and get him off his comfort zone, his cover spot, he look a little shaky there.
Welcome, Ray Harris. Let me go back to Division I real quick. I'm going to read these comments. Blakely Chicken is the spot in Early County, people. Ray Harris says Big Green County better pay attention to that defense. Rodriguez says we exposed Aquinas. We just didn't execute a few times on offense. They literally won with 2 pass plays when our D1 safety was not in the game. We hit their quarterback all night. Okay.
Who's your team?
Green County.
Oh, okay, Green County. Okay.
Lee says Prince Avenue will win single A. Scott says the quarterback at Blakely County is the real deal. Okay.
Now, hold on. Back to exposing Aquinas. I don't think you exposed Aquinas because Aquinas ran the ball better on Green County than anybody was able to all year. And also, those 2 pass plays, they were huge pass plays. First off, one of them was a score, and the other one was really, really deep that got late. So yes, you did hit the quarterback pretty good bit, but the final score still said what it was. And I could tell and also Green, I will say this about Green. They are a very talented team. I'm telling you, I think they had the ability to go to the Final Four as long as they get by Bowden. But all year, they'd only played one other tough game. They'd blown everybody else out. Besides Morgan County, they hadn't been in a dogfight all year. And we got in that fourth quarter. Green, in my eyes, looked tired. They looked tired because they hadn't been in a dogfight all year. And Aquinas gave them a dogfight. I'm telling you, I looked in the players' eyes. Aquinas wanted that game more than Greene County did. You could tell by the way they played, the effort that they gave.
I'll tell you something else. If they have to play at Bowden, they can expect another dogfight. You know what I mean?
Yes, they will, and they will get a dogfight.
Yeah, Bowden is
like
tough at home.
brings. Yep,
Yeah,
Bowden will be at home. Yep, that's saying yes. Greene only lost that one game all year, cost them the region title.
Yeah, that's tough. Okay, let's do top right. Let's see.
Waynesboro.
Okay, what about Tryon?
What about him?
Elbert.
What about him?
Elbert.
Okay, Elbert is exactly. Tryon is a school up in Northwest Georgia, and yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's go down to the bottom. I'm just trying to invoke conversation.
Yeah, Commerce. Yeah, go on, put Commerce over there.
Yeah, Commerce is that team that I think gonna surprise. Now, Bryan County would probably be, if anything else, but I'll roll with Commerce.
Over there, Dublin.
No, I like Brooks over Dublin.
I'm just saying that because I'm trying to dig at my arch nemesis over
Brandon Thomas.
No, what is Dwayne?
Dwayne Little.
Yeah.
You that Brooks County guy.
Didn't somebody say something about Whitefield Academy?
What about him? What they gonna do?
Listen, I'm just telling you.
No.
It's in the game.
No.
Isn't it Whitfield Academy?
Listen, y'all trying to make it's not Friday, people. Let me say this. No, I just remember having a conversation with somebody saying something about Whitefield Academy could pose an upset to somebody.
Ian Wood.
EA Sports is in the game.
Look them up right quick. See what they
it must not be anybody that any of y'all. It must be somebody else. So let's go.
Okay, Swainsboro, PAC.
Yeah.
Man,
I got a rematch from last year's state title game, Swainsboro versus PAC. But I still say in the end that PAC passing attack is just so nasty.
Coach Q, what was you saying?
Some got to be going on down in the Swains Vegas, as we call it down this way, because I don't know how Mello them lost like that, but I had to do some research. But I don't know if they can get it together. I think they could play with PAC.
Definitely.
It's got to be a lot of Mello Jones. I don't know what's going on down there right now.
Yeah, that definitely surprised me the way they lost that game. No, I was shocked by that.
Yeah. Let's see. Rodriguez says, Ray says, you must didn't see the Oglethorpe County game was a dog fight. Rodriguez said Greene County rebounded and Washington Wilkes will be the Aquinas. Trust me, we will be ready. Well, the proof is in the pudding. And we will see. Time will tell the story. I always say that.
When you talk about a sweet bracket, that top little corner right here in 2A, I'm talking about that bear meat sweet. And I ain't never had no bear meat, but I hear it's sweet.
Put Callaway over there.
Callaway. Is that we going with?
Yeah, I'm going I got Callaway on that side. I got Thompson on the top right. I got Thompson right there. I'm not gonna lie though, I wouldn't be surprised to see Elka make it. I mean, Elka's, we all know Elka.
In what?
I think Pierce County has the easiest.
Look at Lucy Laney. Look at Lucy Laney up there.
I think Fellowship Christian.
Lucy Laney.
You taking who?
No, I'm talking about gonna give Pierce all they can handle. If Pierce can get past Fellowship Christian, then they be out.
I mean, you got South Atlanta, who's not the same after losing Keyshawn Brown. Ace Charter, that offense is pretty good. So that's a tougher bracket than that top left. But yeah, I think Pierce still come out of there.
I say it's either Pierce County or Fellowship Christian.
Now let's be honest. Fellowship Christian is the one that put Pierce out last year, correct? They went up and lost that game.
I think they did.
We got a question down here. Lou wants to know, does Lamar County have a chance?
Yeah, they got a chance. The snowball chance in hell, but it's a chance.
Now look at this bottom right.
Telling me there's a chance.
Cook and Northeast. You got some good teams. Appling.
Appling. Yeah, that's the toughest. That's the toughest in 2A.
Somebody was asking earlier twice about Appling County versus Northeast. I think that right there is going to be the matchup of round one that everybody's going to talk about. Northeast is hosting, but Appling comes from a really, really tough. I mean, I got Appling beating Northeast by like 6.
Yeah, Northeast don't have their start running back either. So I mean,
yeah, I gotta go with Appling.
Yeah.
So y'all say Appling comes out the bottom bracket.
Well, I mean, Cook, you can't overlook Cook. Now, Cook playing inspired football right now.
Well, that inspiration gonna run out.
Especially after getting all them wins back too.
Yeah, that inspiration gonna run out in the second round though.
But don't sleep on North Cobb. Don't sleep on North Cobb Christian. They got some team. They got a team this year. North Cobb Christian.
Okay.
I say it's North Cobb or Appling, one of them two.
Appling.
So who y'all got for the
I like Thompson versus Pierce.
Yeah.
I think Thompson gonna win it all again. Thompson.
Yeah, I got Thompson winning it. I got Thompson winning it all. But I mean, that Pierce Callaway could be a game of the year kind of matchup.
Yeah, I think Pierce take it this year. Thompson versus Pierce, and I like Pierce to pull it off.
Okay. Jeremy is laughing at y'all. He said y'all wrong.
Well, we don't care nothing about that troll.
Don't. But like I said, this is the year for. I think they're tired of getting to the promised land. They tired of being Moses. They want to be Joshua. They want to get to the promised land.
I think Appling. I think Appling's gonna get Thompson myself.
You can't go into the promised land yourself.
Yeah, you can look at it, but you just
Mike,
can't go.
You say what, Thursday?
Stop sleeping on Thompson, man.
I think Appling gonna get Thompson.
Hey,
Thompson has not been contested all year. I'm telling you,
Coach.
Yeah.
Sam, please tell Mike what I want to say.
Nah, this time I can't. I gotta go.
Okay, well I'll take it from you, Coach. Ian Wood.
I don't know, man. I think Appling, man, they is battle tested, man. Thompson's good too, but Appling is really good. I've seen them up close. They're pretty good. So it's gonna be depending on like who, you know what I mean, who make the less mistakes.
In my opinion, I think if it comes down to Thompson versus Appling, I really do think it's gonna be who gets to host. I mean, if it's in the Brickyard in Thompson, man, you're talking about bringing an entire town and then
coin toss
but
gonna be big at that.
Yeah.
all that don't matter. It's gonna be
Appling is a 3 seed.
Yeah, Appling's a 3 seed, so it doesn't matter. Appling gonna travel.
You know, you're right about that. Yeah, it's gonna be in the bowl. It'll be in the Brickyard.
If it's in the Brickyard, I'm riding with the Bulldogs.
I'll ride with the Bulldogs. I don't care if it was on the moon. Appling County is not beating Thompson.
God, the game's on the moon. You throw that pass, that ball ain't coming down.
It ain't coming down. You got to get them cleats in the dirt.
Yeah, funny. I like that. I like y'all.
We're gonna hold off on this. We're gonna wrap it up, and we'll finish the brackets tomorrow. A quick run through the brackets tomorrow. We got to wrap it up.
Well, this shouldn't be too bad right here.
All right. Well, I tell you what, 3A is halfway. Let's get through 3A because that's the halfway mark of the A classes. Real fast, please.
I got Cedar Grove.
I got Mary Persons.
What?
I'm kidding.
Peach. I'm gonna go and say it. I got Peach. I think they land in the perfect bracket for it.
Yep, Peach.
Oh my God!
I got Calvary.
Hold on, we gotta go back. We gotta go back up there to the right now. We gotta go
Calvary Day and Carver Columbus.
Carver Columbus.
Carver or Sandy Creek. Yeah, I think Carver.
Okay, now go back up to the top right. Let me hear what Coach got to say.
I mean, this is my thing, right? I'm torn because I've seen both of them play, right? And I think at that bracket, I do believe Douglas is pretty good. But I'm telling you, that game right there is going to – I hate the fact that we have a game on that day because it's going to be a great football game. I'm only going to give it to Christian, right, because they're at home. So I'm going to give it to my home team because they're at home. But that's going to be a really good football game. Coach Westbrook, he's one of my mentors. I know he's going to have them boys ready to play. But that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good football game.
I've been
That's gonna
trying
be
to
a good
tell
football
him,
game.
Coach. I've been
That's gonna be a
trying to
good
tell
football
him.
game. And
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
and Peach got athletes all over. They're young. They're hungry
But
right now.
Savannah
And
Christian got the number
Christian,
one. Savannah Christian got the number one player in the nation for
Well,
his class on that team.
trust me, I stay down the street from him. So what I'm telling you is, I've watched both tapes. I've evaluated both teams, and I'm just telling you that it's going to be a good football game. It's going to be a really good football game, and hate that I can't watch it. I'll just say that. I'm gonna leave it at
Hey,
that.
Coach, you got Jackson coming to time, Coach. Your game be over with after an hour. Y'all have a running clock, so come on up to Pula. We'll be up there.
You ain't lying. That game gonna be over quick.
I got no comment, man.
Yeah, I know you can't say it. I understand, but I'm gonna say it for you. I'm gonna say it for you. Every day is gonna
Hey, I
destroy
got no
Jackson.
comment. Only comment I got on 3A is for Thirsty. We want our lick back.
It ain't gonna happen because you're coming back to the ones.
You better get it in here, Coach. Cause they going by the recreation ball next year.
Yeah, they're going to 2A.
So they're not gonna appeal?
For what?
I don't know.
I tell you. No, they ain't appealing nothing.
Man, yo, I'm telling you right now, if November 9th gets here and it's still Cedar Grove going to 2A next year, they're gonna want to fight me, bro. I'm gonna leave it like that.
I'm gonna say it like this.
Hold on, though, Dro. Hey, hold on, Joe. Now, Thirsty, go on, be honest. Now, you know y'all done had the meeting in the secret doors. Tell us what y'all gonna do. Y'all been over there drinking that brown, barbecuing, and eating them hot wings. Tell us what y'all gonna do now.
Yeah, tell
Bottom
us.
line is this. Bottom line is this. It ain't all about football. You gotta look at all the programs, not just football.
But that boy, that show a politician. That boy shaking hands and kissing babies.
Hey,
No,
listen.
God.
Hey, we need to vote for him tomorrow. Ain't election.
I know, right? Good God.
I've been saying it for you. There's a reason why his nickname is Thirsty. He is the lawyer from Empire. I don't know if y'all ever watched that show.
Thirsty.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember that lawyer.
Slick as oil.
Before we close out, CJ Lane, Cook would be Apple. It's possible. I'm telling you, Cook is playing inspired football. They're hot right now. They're a dangerous team.
I was inspired one day to run for president, Joe, when I was about 7, 8 years old. That inspiration ran out in the 3rd grade. So all I'm trying to tell you, the second round, all that inspiration just gone.
But you know what that sound like right now? That's basically what the Savannah people saying about Peach County.
Hey, let's just be real quick, and I know we got to get out of here. Savannah Christian beat us last year with 3 starters, key starters out. It ain't gonna happen this year. And here go the 2A guy talking. Don't y'all got some juice boxes or something for recess over there on the elementary squad?
Got some Capri Sun and all that.
Let me
Don't get mad because we going back home.
Let me say something real quick. Savannah is starting to turn the curve in this football. I'm telling you now. Peach County better be ready to play ball because the boys playing ball down there now. So, like I said, whoever win that game will be in the Final Four. But I'm sticking to my receipts. 4 teams gonna come. You better know about New Hampstead with their quarterback, right? Rashard Trilling. You better know about all the receivers they got. You better know about Benedictine. Of course, y'all already know since y'all that's the only team, but New Hampshire had them beat. But you better know about them, and the day school is coming, and also Savannah Christian. I'm telling you.
Man, there's only one school playing football in Savannah right now, and that school star would have been. You know how I feel, Coach.
Benedictine, huh?
I'm okay with day school. I'm okay with the day school. I'm okay with Benedictine. I'm okay with what Savannah Christian and New Hampstead is doing. But talking about being in the Final Four, I don't see that. I give you them 2. I give you the day school and Benedictine. That's it, Coach.
I got you. Hey, listen. Hey, it's got a little place down there in Pula now. y'all have to leave out there called Del Sur. Y'all get some of the $1 margaritas and all that down there. We all, crying out the
Oh,
way.
no, I go
back down the road now.
I'll make sure I get some.
I'm
Somebody
about to
else
say,
can
Coach.
drive.
Yeah, I'm driving the Black Beauty, but if they beat us too, we might have to get a room, babe, because I might need some of them dollar margaritas.
Hey, just go to Applebee's. Applebee's still got the Dollaritas going on.
We
That's
are
where I go
not
get
going
mine
to
at.
no damn
Coach,
Applebee's.
listen, if I can get over there, I'm going to ride 16 as fast as I can get there and try to beat y'all.
That's a fact, Coach.
I might have to drown my sorrows. I might have to drown my sorrows in some liquor.
Yes.
Go to a karaoke bar. That's what I usually do when I'm
That's
here.
what you do when you get drunk,
Nah. What you need to do is get drunk and go. You drunk and go to State Fair. You look at other people and just go, "Yep, my life ain't so bad."
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hey, Mr. Bird, man, it's a pleasure having you on. Coach Q, man, we glad you came on with us for a little short minute. Man, we enjoyed y'all tonight, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
and y'all
really
make
appreciate
sure.
Appreciate what y'all
We
do, man.
appreciate
Appreciate what y'all do. Salute.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
and guys, before you get off, y'all make sure you follow Aquinas Football on Instagram. Somebody put the link in the comment section for us. So
And their Facebook page too.
Yeah,
Facebook
put it in
page.
the public comment section so
Yeah.
everybody can see it.
Yeah, make
Drop
sure
the
you do
link
that
there.
so
I'm trying to
everybody
put the
can
comment.
follow.
I'm trying to put the comments in, but it says this comment failed to post for some reason, which is weird.
Might have to
Okay.
do it through Facebook. Might have to go through on the Facebook page and do it.
Let me take care
I'll
of that.
try
Then.
to do. Let me see if I can do it.
I
No.
tell you what, it's been entertaining tonight. I really enjoyed
Definitely.
this.
Hey,
I
Paul
really
Wilson.
enjoy it.
Paul Wilson, make sure
Hey,
you hit me up when we get down there, man. We'll get up
his
with you.
gas. Hey, his gas tank gonna be on E.
All drinks on me.
But
All
but
right.
hey, all drinks on me when he hit the club. When he hit the spot.
I don't drink much though. So, but I don't.
Yeah,
turn
she don't
my
need to.
back. What you mean? I
She don't
don't
need
need
to.
to?
Big
Hey,
up, Roscoe. Good
Hey,
message,
Mr.
Roscoe.
Burger, are you in our Facebook group page? I mean, you could drop the link in there too.
Yeah, it won't post for me either, Mr. Bird. So.
Oh, you can't post links. Oh, I don't think on this thing.
I'm talking about in the public
he
page,
got it.
the FNL public page,
Okay.
and then we got a
There
private
you go.
group. He could do it. Okay, I see it.
Danny says I'm not saying they are, but what if Cedar Grove gets put out early? I'm gonna laugh. Just
Me
like he
too.
gonna laugh at me.
Hey, it's wide 3A wide open. That's all I can say.
Is Hebron Christian really like that?
No.
No. They quarterback transferred and went to Gainesville over the
Gainesville
summer.
safety now.
And they coming back to the Onesie again. You know them folks don't want to come back down here.
Who does?
Yeah,
Me?
it's hard to
I just like-
win at the ones, man.
I just like the old concession thing.
You like your car not being broken into as you leave there too, but I'm gonna be quiet. So
Yeah.
again, guys, thank you so much. We're way over time. We don't have a question of the day today, but I have something that I want y'all to think about for Wednesday when you come back. Let's think about this as a question of the day. You and I were talking about this today. Think about the
There you
NFL
go.
Hall of Fame.
I was able to get the links in the comments.
I see it. Thank you. We appreciate that. Y'all look at those links and y'all make sure y'all follow Aquinas Football. So y'all think about this question of the day before we leave, and y'all can give the answers on Wednesday. With regard to the NFL and the Hall of Fame, there are some players out there that have not gotten in, and you kind of wonder why. Just think about it on Wednesday and let us know who you think should be in the Hall of Fame that's not. All right. And yes, tomorrow is election Tuesday. Y'all make sure y'all go out and vote.
Vote.
Vote. And listen, let me tell y'all something. We talk about presidential elections, we talk about state elections, but politics is local. And what happens on the local level affects you more than anything.
Daily.
Please make sure you get out and vote in your local elections, guys. So, with that said, good night, guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Anybody got anything else?
I love.
Millennium 8000 Entertainment Production.
Thank y'all so much for persist. Thank you, Mr. Bird, for coming and talking to us tonight. You really did a great job. Shout out to Coach Alex for coming on to talk to us. And last but not least, our podcast listeners. We could not do this without you. Thank you so much. We love you guys. And we'll see you on Wednesday and we'll finish up these brackets and talk about some predictions. Okay?
Trojans for the upset. Good night.
Good night.
Peace up. A-Town down.